are throwing stones. Just before the statement of the ACOP chairman could come to an end, we see citizens are throwing stones towards this end. It is chaotic here. It is chaotic. There you see, tools are being thrown here. And here you got the ACOP chairman just for a few minutes ago. And you got supporters of the CDC throwing stones from the other end right here. You can see missiles, stones being thrown. And then tear gas have been fired. There you got the Liberia National Police on this end. Tear gas have been thrown. Here you got one. Yes, you got one. A tear gas right here being thrown on the ground of the ACOP headquarters. You see he's struggling to get it up. And here you got officers of the Liberia National Police firing tear gas towards this end. It's terrible here. And then ACOP chairman had to run for safety. There again you got another tear gas. I've been tear gas myself. You got police right here. He's carrying stone in his hand. The police is regrouped right here. I can see myself. You can see from right there. The police are moving towards this end. Officers in the Liberia National Police are moving towards this end. I can't see any longer. They are moving right here. You see that in the smoke. You see, right after you see stones being thrown here. Supporters of CDC are throwing stones. Just before the statement of the ACOP chairman could come to an end, we see citizens are throwing stones towards this end. It is chaotic here. It is chaotic. There you see, tools are being thrown here. And here you got the ACOP chairman just for a few minutes ago. And you got supporters of the CDC throwing stones from the other end right here. You can see missiles, stones being thrown. And then tear gas have been fired. There you got the Liberia National Police on this end. Tear gas have been thrown. Here you got one. Yes, you got one. A tear gas right here being thrown on the ground of the ACOP headquarters. You see he's struggling to get it up. And here you got officers of the Liberia National Police firing tear gas towards this end. It's terrible here. And then ACOP chairman had to run for safety. There again you got another tear gas. I've been tear gas myself. You got police right here. He's carrying stone in his hand. The police is regrouped right here. I can see myself. You can see from right there. The police are moving towards this end. Officers in the Liberia National Police are moving towards this end. I can see.
I mentioned we plan to win. So we planning to win in the first round. That may or may not happen, but that's the plan, right? Seriously, that's the plan. Now, in an unlikely case, we will support the opposition candidate and we'll support it publicly. So, I'm on record here, and I mean it. I say what I mean what I say. We'll support the opposition candidate if we don't make it to the second round. But I am confident with the work we're doing, with the travel around Liberia, with making our case, we will win in the first round.
And I'm retiring from politics completely. My disappointment is that, unfortunately, over my many years in politics, we have not been chosen. I don't know a single place I travel in Cape Town, 240 towns. Anybody ask me what I'm doing here? Not one person asked me. Nobody wanted to know what I had done. So you wonder why you come here? Nobody. And so I said to myself, if we are going to be that kind of country, then what will we be doing here? If the constituents don't care about what we do here. The other thing I experienced, and this is not my first time experiencing it, is that in our country we have what they call politics of identity. If the voter can identify himself with you, he doesn't want to know anything else. He doesn't want to know anything else.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
Told the spoon to get your information. Told the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. To spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you in Cape Town, graduate, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon. Spoon.
Skibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment. Told the spoon to get your information. Told
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Welcome you to another edition of the program, The Late Night Show, or The Late Night Politics on Spoon. We're here again live on Spoon 107.5 FM. We're live on Fabric 101.1 FM and Super 95.5 FM as well. The Late Night Show is where we gather with diverse views to talk about the unfoldings in the country. And regardless of your views on those national issues, we get to express them here. Um, whether you regardless of the political party you support, the Unity Party, the CDC, you support any of the defeated political parties, we get to talk about the unfoldings right here. With our eyes on the bigger picture, of course, Liberia is what we all want to see do better. And I want to say welcome again to you joining us. You We're encouraging you to share the program as you come on tonight. We are live on Spoon TV, we're live on Fabric TV, and we're live on Super TV as well. We are also live on YouTube at Spoon Talk Live, and we appreciate all of you for joining us tonight. We have the link posted in the comment section in case you want to join the conversation at any point in time. You can just click on the link and then be able to come on. So welcome again. My name is Nelson Colette, and we encourage you to share the program as you join us tonight. Let me bring in my co-moderator, Moba Zokan, this evening to the show. Moba, let me say welcome. It's good to have you again.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we are here today. How was the day today, brother?
Yeah, I had a good day, and
I can
I'm
see it
glad to
because
be here again.
you're looking at somebody. I was sleeping for the whole day. I can see it from your face.
Ready? You think so?
I'm telling you, bro. I can see it.
Okay, so yeah, so we're here again, and looking forward to having a great discussion, a great show here tonight. And we're encouraging the folks to join us. I see lots of gentlemen in the background. I'm hopeful that the females can join us tonight as well as we get ready to start the show. Let me just go quickly and bring in the one-time Cummins supporter who is now a supporter of JMB, the rescue train.
I'm at
Where,
2020
where,
last time. I'm not one time.
oh, you're not one-time Cummins supporter?
Oh, but your
No.
man. No. Wait. Your man, or what his name said, what the guy name said? He said, Kumina running again no more. Now, Kumin lab.
Okay.
What his
Who,
name
who
said?
said who said
Anthony
that?
Gay.
Anthony said, Kumina running
Oh, where's
again.
Anthony? Let's have Anthony to come on. Where's Josh?
Make it be in the comment section.
Where's Vasco? Let's have the guys from the
Oh,
other
we talking
side joining
Vasco
the
from
show
coming.
tonight.
Yeah, Vasco. Vasco, I get out straight. I
Let,
bring
let,
you
let,
here.
let me post the link again in the comment section. I want the guys to join us so we have a great conversation
But
tonight.
that's why we decided to do polo together for now. I'm going to take out my polo shirt.
Yeah, you gotta go take care of very fast. You gotta hurry up. Take care
You
of
got my key, yeah?
Another
Yeah,
polo
that's
shirt.
Oh, another polo, eh?
So that decided to do polo today.
But Francis, why are you doing this to yourself? Why you put
What?
your hand on your head? What's going on?
Nah, man, just relaxing, bro.
Yeah, it's good to see you again,
I mean,
Francis.
don't pull that bro, Benny too much here. That
Yeah,
oh,
man.
they're trying to minimize it at all.
My
Yeah,
man,
man. What a gun, man.
there's nothing we can do but put it out here, but
Sylvester, welcome to
tomorrow
the
we'll go
show.
home. All right?
Sylvester,
What
today,
gun,
pa,
man?
today,
You
pa,
say,
anything
you
be talking,
say,
I'll be
Aaron?
recording you. Anything be talking to, I'll be recording you.
Wow. Yeah,
Sylvester, because I'm going to face.
it was interesting
Wait,
how
wait.
Sylvester,
You forget last night, and you flip.
listen,
Now I was saying,
how
you
Sylvester summons out that last
man.
evening.
I beg you.
Guys, listen. I still can't get it. You know, I'm still trying to process it. How Sylvester summons out there last evening.
that was, yeah,
You guys remember? He said, folks like Karishma, folks like DJ Blue, folks like Woki Dolo, and he went on to
There's no being
name
in parliament.
some of those people that they shouldn't be into the Liberian politics. You know,
Yeah.
these are people who should focus on something else. But right after he said that, I don't know. Apparently,
No,
Moba called
I
Charisma
didn't
and
know.
come on.
I meant, so you
No,
guys,
no,
you
no.
guys,
Let me in.
see,
Let
when you
me in,
come on
Sylvester.
this show, you come in
No,
this
no,
show.
Sylvester. Sylvester, I'll mute you. I'll mute you. If you unmute, I'll put you in the background. No democracy on that one. So interestingly, right after he said that, apparently Moba called Charisma. Charisma came on the show and Sylvester did not ever say anything of such. You know?
Whoa.
And I don't know, for instance, were you on the show at the time?
I was there when he said people that Charisma, DJ,
Yeah.
working.
DJ Blue. He said all those people should not
Oh.
venture around like real politics. We should
Amen.
have professional people with expertise and everything. But as soon as the one of the individuals came on, Sylvester, why you someone out there last evening? Why?
No, I didn't someone sad. I was just
Why
making.
did you
No,
disappoint
I
us?
was just making clarity. I didn't someone sad.
You didn't someone out.
Yeah.
So how's the clarity? But you said you didn't say it after Charisma came
No,
on the
but
show,
I didn't say it the way you guys were saying it.
okay. Was there a particular tune that?
Yeah, I was just asking what did she have to offer,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and she can't clarify it. She said she got a degree. She in IT. She in maybe she's taking IT work to the legislature. So we don't have no IT problem there. She'll gonna
Okay,
win.
so after her clarity, you agree that she should be at the legislature and maybe DJ Blue should be there too, right?
Oh, DJ Blue, you tell me anything yet? Why you gonna do that, DJ?
But you didn't follow the main campaign or what?
No, forget about what you're going to do
My man
for
said
the
he said to the
community
bastard,
of
yo.
your district and what have you. I'm talking about technocrats. What is he
Technocrat.
going to offer as a technocrat? He going to spin the wheels?
Yeah, the legislature can party too.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know so that when they're having a party, they don't have to go look for a DJ. There's a DJ in the house.
You will not believe what Sherry sent me.
DJ
You will not believe what Sherry sent me. Sherry sent me a video stating that what's in the video is what you saw, and immediately when you saw that, you had to change your tune. But anyway,
But let me see the video now.
no, I can't display
Oh,
that video. here.
Sherry, you sit down there, the man just malign your character, you say nothing.
This is interesting. No, listen. I in fact, I will have to share this video. I didn't
Yes,
No, you can play. It's nothing wrong with it. You can play.
I will
want
share
to see
this
it.
video. I will
Nothing
share
wrong
the
with it. You can
video.
play.
The
Because
video that
according
made me the summer saw, I want to see it.
Yeah, according to Sharif, this is exactly what Sylvester saw and he had to somersault. I don't know how true. Maybe you can defend
That's
that,
it.
but you know,
I'm listening to the back.
I want to see it.
who's
Send it.
in the back?
Send
But
it.
how you want to buy? Ain't you on?
Yeah, send it. Yeah, that's Cindy. That's Cindy being the back small. That's
Let
Cindy,
me drink a tea.
you know, since Cindy crossover, you've been drinking a lot of tea and all of that. So much tea. It's been drinking tea a whole lot.
Yeah, let me see the video now. Play the video.
Oh, my man, we got that video been in that.
So the guy,
Yeah,
but
Sylvester,
why
yeah.
are you so interested in this video?
because the video that made me the summer saw, I'm interested in it.
The video that made you to somersault. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When
So,
there's a widow in the house, you can't be too hard on her. You gotta go slow and soften the soil.
who's the widow in the house?
Charisma.
Oh,
Hmm?
yeah, anyway.
But when I hear the woman say her husband
Anyway.
passed away.
Anyway, we'll have to move on. will have-
You see, when
You know,
getting to messy corner, you can say we'll have to move on.
no,
We're not moving on
no.
nowhere. I
Man, I
rather bring
got
a
no auto
sponsor.
fry.
Interestingly,
Man, I got no fish to fry now. Oh.
Interestingly, I'm still trying to get it how Sherry sits quietly, playing that intelligent card, but
But
he's
you
in
know-
the background sending us stuff. The guy says,
There's
"This is
no-
what you saw." Listen, Sylvester. Sherry said,
Yeah,
"This is what you saw."
I know you're waiting around every
know this all love. Just killing me kitano.
That charisma there.
He will not understand, but again, guys, we have to go. The man said
Yeah.
immediately as he saw that, your tune changed and
But then that
everything,
charisma over there, so how to
everything
change?
you
I
ever
ain't see that
said, you
video
had to
anyway.
retry it. But let me bring Anthony on. Anthony is in the back. But why did you cut your camera off?
Sharing your bag.
Nelson, why you bringing
Anthony?
folks on? Do you have any update from that robbery situation last night?
Okay, so but I think we provided the update. We had there were arrests made. There was one arrest made at the end of the day. Though it took up so much time, but finally the Liberian National Police was able to take siege of the matter, and then they were on top of it. They got on the scene. They made one arrest. The rest of the armed robbers, those armed robbers escaped, and then they were on ground. They remained there until somewhere around 4 a.m. Before they decided to exit the scene. So yes,
But no residents were hurt, right?
no, none of the residents got hurt. And yeah,
a female got hurt.
oh, a female got hurt.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
because
was-
uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my relatives. Those were my relatives. The female
okay.
got hurt, but she didn't get hurt from the armed robber. She was afraid. She was trying to climb in the ceiling.
Okay, and she fell or something.
Yeah, then she hurt her leg. But that's the only
Oh,
thing.
wow.
But other than that,
Minor injury, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that was the only injury. Yeah,
Cooler to
but
the
and they
police.
say the
job.
guys are from the community.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I see the
Well,
guys
yeah,
are from
You know, because that's how these things are. Before a situation like robbery and all of that, most times there's got to be someone who has some information about either the family, you know, someone somewhere who knows something about
I think they
you.
got one. That one was
Yeah.
showed the other, some of the other one and two.
Yeah, what happened is somebody that lives in the house went out, and when he was coming home,
Nelson, what kind of punishment was that? You
No,
told me
no
you
punishment.
For supporting Kumis. For supporting Kumis.
Okay, I'll change my mind.
oh, they can say you can change your pie. Oh,
I will jump off that rescue trail. That train too small.
Okay. So folks, we have to move on. Again, I want to say
Mhm.
thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. I see Dr. Kelvin is in the background. Hopefully he'll be joining us. And where are the females? Are we having an all male show here tonight or what? I don't see
female
the
that will come,
females.
man. They will come.
Tonight the fry house.
But I know they're gonna join us. I see Anthony in his background. Where is Vasco? Where are the guys from the other side? I want us to have a firing conversation tonight.
Vasco
you know?
get una show. That play like minute Vienna.
No, Vasco follows most times. I see him backstage, and
The man
sometimes he's
care as long as we talking so trash.
trying to come. No, some
I take it back.
leave. Yeah, let's forget about whatever, you know. But again, it's great to be here. As most of you are aware, with respect to the election today, we don't have more updates on
I think
that.
Anthony had the bag, my man. You bringing it, man.
Anthony has his webcam off, so
Oh,
he can put it on. Let's see his position where he's seated right now, and until we can be clear with that. Once I see that he's all okay, he said to come on, I'll bring him on. So with respect to the election, no new result. The National Elections Commission did have a press conference today, as usual, but it was not the usual press conferences that we've seen over the time, because they did not have what you call the regular reports, you know, the reading of the numbers from the different counties. And as most of you are aware, even before the last press conference from NEC, the numbers was at the result stood at 99.97%. So what that means is that Liberians have been anticipating 0.03% of the result, which then will complete the final results for the process for the presidential category. But then with that, the National Elections Commission had earlier informed citizens that due to the voting process in Nimba County, the Bill on Tool precinct with 2 polling places, we would have received the results following the voting process. Information is that the voting actually took place today at the Bill on Tool precinct. So we are now expected to have the results coming following that process. So at the press conference today, the National Elections Commission informed Liberians that immediately following the how do you call it, the voting process on the 23rd. Now, one thing I want us to get here is that from the very start of this entire thing, the National Elections Commission announced that they have up to 15 days legally by law to present the results from the elections, the final results, to tell Liberian people who won the October 10 polls. So from October 10 up until now, today is the 21st of October. So NEC has exhausted 11, let's say 10 days. Today makes it 11 days. So they have about 5 days to go. And then what the NEC chairperson said today is that by the 23rd, which will be on Monday, they are going to have the final results announced by the 23rd. And by that time, they will have completed the tallying process in the 2 polling places remaining, and then they will have the entire process completed, and then announcement or pronouncements of winners will be made on the 23rd. That is Monday, and then we all look forward to seeing how that goes. So that means that Liberians should expect some results from the National Elections Commission by Monday. I'm not sure as to whether there's going to be a press conference tomorrow. Not even on Sunday, but Monday, we are expected to see more results. And then probably the official pronouncement of the runoff, everything should be done on Monday by the National Elections Commission. So that is where we are with respect to that. But there's no secret why this is going on. It's no secret that the National Elections Commission is going to pronounce or announce a runoff, second round as we call it. Liberians will again be going to the polls based on the fact that none of the political parties were able to attain the 50 plus 1% of the vote. We are going to have a second round. And most of you who followed the Spoon Talk yesterday, you are aware that Senator DeLong on this very platform disclosed that he will carry on or begin the process of recruiting pool washers. He said about 5,000 pool washers to be able to do an excellent job to protect the votes, to wash the pools come November 7th, at which time we are expected to have this second round or runoff. But what is very interesting about this is that today the process began. Senator DeLong started the process. They were at the District 2 office of the Unity Party, and the recruitment process was going on. It took off today. The pronouncement was made, and at about 2 p.m., folks were already trooping in to get enlisted for the process. But here is the thing, guys. We have folks coming from different angles, just everywhere. As much as the information went, everyone who got the information, they were trooping in today to get registered. They had a listing where those people were writing down their names, and Senator DeLong, in an interview at the very scene, disclosed that Those people who were writing down their names, they were not asking anybody for a party ID card. They were not asking anybody for any photo identity. But what they were doing is to first of all get the information of all of those people who want to serve as pool washers for the Unity Party. Get their information. Get their information. Okay, so get their information. So the next stage of the process is that they're going to be checking their social media pages. They're going to be vetting them and making sure that they meet a certain requirement. They meet the criteria set to serve as pool washers for the Unity Party, because they want people who can do or who will be able to do an excellent job. That's one. Secondly, he said that in the spirit of transparency and getting the right people on board, all of those people who were trooping in at the district office today, they are not going to receive a dime for pool washing. It's going to be purely volunteerism. Those people will volunteer. They want people who are diehard supporters of the party, individuals who will volunteer, take care of their own transportation, go ahead and even take care of their feeding while they are washing the pools for the Unity Party on October 7th. No compensation, no transportation, no feeding, but they want people who are very interested into this, people who will be able to commit themselves to doing an excellent job for the Unity Party on November 7th. But the question is, what are the risks involved with this? We know that even up to now, the Unity Party as an institution have complained or have spoken of situations about the numbers, how there was some foul plays, though they've not officially taken up the issue with the National Elections Commission. But some of the folks have complained. And there are some cases where some of the supporters will come up about numbers, that the numbers are not corresponding, and they will attribute that to the fact that there are some places where the pool washers either were not available or some of them were there, but they did not do the job adequately. What sort of difference is this process going to bring this time around? Just the fact that you have individuals that will be coming out to volunteer, does that in any way mean that there will be absolutely no possibility of those individuals being compromised? Because the spirit and intent of this thing is to ensure that people who are going to wash the pools for the Unity Party on November 7th are individuals who are responsible. They are people who are credible. They are people who can be able to do the job. Diehard supporters of the Unity Party, that regardless of what, if they were sitting at that precinct or at that polling place on November 7th, and anybody walked in trying to do ballot stuffing, trying to push cash around to have them compromise, people who will say no, regardless of what the amount is. With this process we see coming out from Senator Dillon, the spirit and intent are very good. But with this particular recruitment exercise, considering that it's going to be purely volunteerism, considering that the pool washers are going to be responsible for their feeding, according to the senator, they take care of their feeding, they take care of their transportation and every other thing. Would that bring about some level of excellent? Are we going to see an excellent performance from those guys? That's one. Secondly, is it going to minimize the possibility of those individuals being compromised? I want to hear your take on this, guys, as we move on and bring in the rest of the panelists. Just a very quick one on this particular discussion, because this is just where the second round for the Unity Party is taken from. So let's hear from you. Let's start with Cindy. Desmond, welcome to the show. Let's start with Cindy, and then we're gonna go around. Cindy, what do you make of this process?
I mean, well, good evening to all of you and to our listening audience. Look, it is a good intent, Nelson, that Senator DeLone is embarking on bringing on more pool washer to protect the people vote and to ensure that the right thing is being done. I think what should be added to that piece is to make sure that those coming on are thoroughly investigated, right? Like you said, they started a process already where they are researching and on their social media and trying to find things about them. But I think there should be more to that. There's something in research that is called skip level, and that will require you to go into like the community where those people are coming from and really try to know who those people are. What I'm going to add also is that let us not just bring any, I mean, let them not just bring anyone in to become pool washer. Let them bring knowledgeable folks in, people that have some education background. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone without any education background, but I think it make it easy to quickly train those people because we're talking about limited time. We don't have any time on hand. So when you bring people with some basic knowledge already, then it make it easy to train them very efficiently, and they can adapt very, very fast, right? So I think they should make sure that with the little time they have, quickly research those individuals and thoroughly train them in the process so that those people can go out there and protect the Liberian people vote. It's crucial.
But Sandy, what do you make of the fact that this process is calling for volunteers, people who will volunteer? Does the aspect that has to do with volunteerism will it in a way take away any possibility of some of those individuals getting compromised? Is that a guarantee that
Well,
because you're
it
volunteering,
could
you're
go
not going to be?
either way, Nelson. And for me, when it comes to pool Washington, I'm very skeptical. And this is where really thorough research is needed. But with the limited time, I don't even know how far they can go with researching those people, right? So yes, to your point, when you make this voluntary, I want to believe that there are a lot of UP supporters that genuinely want to serve. So they will come up. But you could also be missing oranges and apple at the same time. You could be getting people from the CDC. If let's say the CDC come is hearing that Delon is recruiting pool washer, the CDC could say, okay, I will pay you, go there and become their pool washer to protect our interest. So while Delon is making it voluntary, the CDC could pay their people and say, you go there, go and be a volunteer. I mean, go and volunteer for them. We will pay you from our end, but go there and protect our interests. But again, they kind of boil down to really investigating those people. But I'm afraid too, we have what, 3 weeks to the
Yeah.
possibly 3 weeks to the run off.
Yeah.
We don't have that time. So I just think, I mean, the UP have to be very careful. What is true?
To what extent do you really think that those individuals need to be investigated? And when you talk
I mean,
about the power of investigation and so forth, because it's important.
it is important, but
Who watches the pool determines how well your interest is going to be protected for both sides, for the both political parties.
exactly. And that is true. And I mean, to what extent? I mean, we just have 3 weeks. We have 3 weeks. I mean, what can you do in 3 weeks? I'm glad the process started today. And hopefully there will be some sort of efficiency or high level of efficiency, to conduct the investigation process and, get those people trained. Training those people is is one of the most important aspects. But also before you even train them and waste your resources on them, you got to know that they are really authentic and that they are truly there to support the UP. So I mean, we are out of time. We just have to, they just have to try. But again, make sure you just hopefully bring in the right people. And I agree with Michael Green. I think Michael.
And he says quality is not free.
I agree. I was just about
If
to
you
say
want to
that.
get quality group of people doing this job, then you need to put more money into it, because it is how much that person is paid that they're going to look at. And if someone brought another option before them, and they look at this and say no.
Yeah, Nelson, if you say, I mean, come and do a voluntary work, and somebody else want to pay me to actually, you know, be a spy on your team, I may take it. I mean, I'm not saying me personally, but I'm saying people that need the money may take it. So maybe we should attach some money on it. I don't think the UP is that broke. You know, Sherry, then we're collecting money and right, and we pay our 1 cent in the player. So
How much you pay? You are a commit
Stop it,
supporter.
man. Stop it.
How
Nothing,
much?
nothing,
How
nothing.
much did you pay?
I will not
Stop
be
it,
true.
Nelly.
No, make it
No. But you're bringing something up. So are you saying that you are a supporter of Mr. Cummings at the same time paying some dollars and saying
No, but there
people
was a time, there was a data, some data rally, and I think I paid $25 into that. I mean, it was for
Okay.
Liberia. No matter
Okay,
who wins,
great.
we support Liberia.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Francis. This process have already started. Liberians trooped in, and the last time I spoke with our guy who was posted there this afternoon, people were there in their numbers.
Yeah.
You could see first-time voters, a good number of first-time voters were there. The middle-aged were there. The elderly were there. All of those people trooped in to form part of the process, to watch the polls for Unity Party. But with the fact that this thing is going to be voluntary, as the senator has said, do you see the possibility of getting a quality job done for the Unity Party on this whole volunteerism factor, based on this volunteerism factor?
This can go two ways.
Okay.
Because when you talk about volunteer, and people are volunteer, especially knowing that it's still rainy season in Liberia and stuff like that. So you can get like diehard supporter that really want to protect the vote.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, he took the words out of my mouth. CDC can pay all their folks and say go and volunteer. And now you're talking about not even feeding those people. They will be responsible for their own transportation and feeding themselves. So that can even, people don't have money in Liberia. People are broke. So if they're trying to protect the vote and you tell them, okay, I need you to go maybe 10 miles or 20 miles and you are going to feed yourself, you'll be there all day, you feed yourself and you have to transport yourself. It can weed some of those diehard supporters out because they can't afford it financially. And then you can, you're at risk of getting somebody who's being paid by opposition to come and volunteer and say, oh yeah, I got the cover. I can do it myself. I can go even in Buduo from wherever I can go to Buduo and do everything for myself. But they're being bossed to Nima County by the opposition and paid. So it can go two ways.
Two ways.
Yeah, it can go two ways. It can be very good because you have diehard Unity Party people say, I don't care. I will sell my car. I'll buy my own gas. I will go. Then on the other hand, you can get people coming. Oh yeah, I will do it
because. Listen, Francis, some of the people that were seen on camera today are folks who are first-time voters. And I mean, folks who are just 18, 19, 20, you know. If you are telling the 18-year-old or 19 or 20 years old to take care of his own feeding, take care of his own transportation, take care of his own, I mean, just everything that is required to get to where he's going to watch the pool, and then that he should do a quality job, how does such a person resist a very attractive offer that will be against the interest of the Unity Party?
But that's the other end of that double-edged sword because we know in Liberia, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids, they don't have jobs to be able to fund their own transportation, their own feeding and stuff like that. So you are going to compromise some of those kids if they fall into an opposition person saying, you know what, hey, I will feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I will transport you there and give you pocket change. And then you will weed out some of your own folks that really want to do it for the right reason, but they can't afford it, and they will just stay away. But then when you come to also vetting them, one thing you need to look for instead of check that social media. But I would just suggest that when you check, and this person doesn't have social media, do not select them. And when you check that social media in the last 3 months, if there are no political posting that will somehow identify which way they are leaning, even if they're not leaning UP, but are leaning to some other opposition and stuff like that, if there's no post like that in the last 3 months, do not even select those folks because there's a chance that somebody can go in. They already heard the announcement, or we are going to check social media. They can go and delete any other post that they had there, or they can shut down their social media temporarily. So if they don't have social media, active social media,
do not select them. If they do have political posts in the last 3 months, do not select them.
Francis, is the Unity Party taking any risks here?
Yes, they are taking a major risk, but no risk, no reward. So there is a major risk.
Is it risks worth taking? You think so?
I mean, even if you're paying them, right, like they did the last time, they fed the people and everything else, it's still risky because you cannot tell, you can't look at somebody's face and say, oh, you are fully, unless you have definitive evidence that this person is a CDC person or you see someone on social media and stuff like that. So either way, there's major risk involved. We just gotta hope for the best.
Wow. Okay, so let's move to Sylvester. Sylvester, this is something that is very concerning because a lot of folks, even up to now, think and still believe that the Unity Party is having most of the issues they're having because they did not have pool washers in some of the some parts of the country, and in some places their votes were not protected. Now we have a situation where Senator Dillon says he's recruiting about 5,000 pool washers. Today he was very optimistic when he said that the objective is going to be met and people are gravitating towards it. But now, considering the fact that there's this volunteerism stuff attached to it, do you really think it's going to be real volunteerism where you go, you take care of your feeding, you take care of your transportation or what have you, like the senator said, and not a dime will be given you? Or do you think it's just a way to get the actual people who want to do the job? Sylvester, what do you think?
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good morning to our people in Liberia. You see, the runoff is absolute majority. Just one vote, okay, can make you win. It's not 50 plus 1 anymore. So you have to analyze the risk that you are taking. Number one, he's talking about 5,000 pool washers. I think he said that was only for Maserati.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, between now and the date of the second round or the runoff, how well are you going to vet those people? There are too many. You can. But let me tell you, one thing that the UP can do, even though we're on a train, but we're not UPs, but we can suggest because we're all on the same train. One thing they can do, don't tell me that UP doesn't have 5,000 diehard seditions that they know.
Come again? UP doesn't have what?
I
5,000?
said, don't tell me that they don't have 5,000 diehard or UPs that they know. You know, 5,000 can be raised from within through recommendations. Before you can even be somebody within the party must recommend you, and you must be a diehard UPist that people know. You know, you gotta start from within. When you fall short down and you extend it outside, you know, you can get it all. So those are the things you have to just imagine. If the rumors, it has been alleged that people are giving their voting card for $25, $50. Just imagine if somebody can give their whole right away for their birth right away for $10, $20 or $50. Then you're talking about recruiting people who are coming to volunteer. Now, pool washing can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming. And it's easy to be compromised when you are under tension. Okay? And it is not your title, it's not your job title that defines your integrity or your honesty. A medical doctor can be dishonest. A lawyer can be dishonest. So don't say they made a lawyer. It's not a job title. So this round we go into is very crucial that we can't just make lackadaisical decisions.
So Sylvester, are you suggesting here that the process that the senator has decided to kickstart should not be any alternative for recruitment of pool washers? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that the process cannot be trusted? They have to start from within instead of making it or having it open for people to come from
recruit from within. At least you have someone who can I say through recommendation. Let's say, for instance, someone within a party can recommend someone as that person can be their reference. And, and
Okay.
I don't tell me, just imagine if UP fill out an entire stadium and people were left outside and this, that. If they start recruitment from within, they will pretty much get close to this number before they can look outside. You're not going to get it all, but at least the risk will be minimized. It will be minimized. So we have to be very careful in selecting. Mind you, your opponent has the finances. They're willing to spend whatsoever amount they want to spend. But unfortunately for you, you're not financially equipped as them. So you got to recruit people who have the passion to do the job.
Now let's move to Sharif. Passion is not something that is visible, it's abstract. You don't see passion except maybe someone demonstrates it or whatever, but it's not something you see rating on the faces of any group of people that they have passion for the party. And sincerity, the same with sincerity. You want to come back on this, Sylvester, before we go to
Yes.
Sharif?
Now, the UP has been around. At least thank God they have gone through a first round, right? They have gone through a first round. There are people that they can see and know that they have passion. Let's say, for instance, Sharif have passion. Okay, based on what I saw him do or what he's doing, he has passion. So there are people within the party since day one have passion. They're always advocating. They're always at the party ground. They're always preferring suggest. You know them. The Senator Dillon knows a lot of people that got passion. Okay, that'll be great.
Okay.
So we can't risk it. We have to really be careful on how we
Okay.
go about it.
Thank you very much. Sharif, just before we come to you, let's take Desmond quickly. I think he wants to run as usual. So let's take him. Let's have him to make his point quickly. Then we'll come back to you, Sharif. Desmond, welcome to the show, sir. What do you make of this process? I guess you've been following the discussion.
Yeah.
Step along the way.
Anyway, good evening, good morning to you guys. It's a pleasure once again being on the show. Well, it's a little complicated because right now, trying to just wrap this thing around my head. First of all, this whole election business, the process for which it started did not seem to be right because when we were coming up, maybe Mr. Jonesy can attest to that. Before the election began or any process, it should have taken at least 2 years to have a census that each candidate should already have a number of people in Liberia to know who doing what and what. That wasn't done. That's one of the major error there because if we knew the census, then maybe we'll have a genuine discussion because this thing can go either way. But I have the confidence here that Liberian people have already made up their mind. With that being said, that doesn't mean we should feel reluctant. We still have to stand our ground here. But Liberian people, us as Liberians, have already made up our mind. People are going to come up again and they're going to vote. And in the strong belief of myself, Boaka going to win.
So with this whole thing about the recruitment of pool washers for the Unity Party, Senator Dillon has started that. He says he wants to recruit about 5,000 pool washers for Montserrat County. But
First of all,
with this whole aspect of volunteerism, the fact that those people are going to be volunteering, what do you make of that? Is there any possibility of getting those people to do a quality job based on the fact that they're not?
First of all, it doesn't even make sense to me. The word voluntary behind it. These are people who have commit themselves to this party. You don't have to ask them. They know what they need to do. Now, if there's a challenge here, we have to challenge ourselves. It should not be voluntary or not. But the party as a whole has to contribute to the effort of these individuals just part of what? To give them the momentum so we cannot be slacking of the fact and say, oh, people should go feed themselves. Like my brother Reddy said, we know the condition of a lot of our people in Liberia. Yeah, they might take the chances. But some of them might go there and even starve just because they want to see this guy going. We should not be justifiable to them. If we're going to change Liberia, this is not the process. So the process have to be fair. It has to be right. So that moving forward, we know what the next government going to be like. But this process, voluntary, I don't think so. There are people who are committed to this party and want to make sure that our party be ahead and we're going to win it. But at the same time, there have to be a momentum behind them to build up that force to make sure that this time around, we have to make sure every avenue is closed to that effect. I mean, that's my view and that's my opinion, and that's where I stand. You can disagree with me, but that's where I really stand in that
Thank you.
particular case.
Thanks a
And I
lot.
appreciate you. I appreciate you guys very much. You're continuing to fight. We cannot be reluctant right now. Where we are, we have to. And just to let you guys go, we all who in America were so happy between Clinton and what's his name, Trump. She thought she was victory, but she got it reluctant, and it was a slap in her face. We can't be reluctant at this point of time.
Thank
we
you.
can't. Thank you
Thanks a
guys.
whole
I
lot.
appreciate you guys very much. I see you
Thanks a
guys.
whole lot.
Thanks.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks a lot. We hope to have the guys from both sides coming on. You know, let's talk this thing. You know, because at the end of the day, the way the process is going to play out for any of the political party will heavily depend on this aspect. Who watches the pool for which political party? Now let's hear from you. Rodney, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming up here tonight. And so let's hear from you as well, Sharif, Mobile, and then we'll move to our next discussion.
Okay. Is it me or Twitter? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something is one thing I have to say. I understand that Mr. Dillon is coming from a good place. He has a good intention, but we also have to factor out the environment we are.
Okay.
We look at Liberia. We don't have a database system there like the developing nations like the US, where you can easily do a background check on a person. And I understand that Mr. Dillon is coming from a good place, but again, you expose yourself to infiltrations, and then you can get like my colleagues rightly said, you can get citizens coming in who expenses has already been paid by the party because they have all the money to come and pose as a poll watcher for United Party, and these guys can actually be taken advantage of. And another mistake that was made was that he actually gave out the vetting process. That's something that you cannot disclose. If you intend to announce it to the public, then you tell the person that, oh, you know what, we're going to vet you through social media. It's easy. Someone can go and then delete everything from the social media. But guess what? How Dillon himself is not going to vet almost all that 5,000 plus individuals. It's going to be some guys on the team who will be doing those vetting process. And some of these guys, they're not going to do all the vetting, but you have to understand they're not going to do everything 100%. Dillon cannot tell me that in Monserrado, the epicenter of politics in Liberia, that you don't have the various auxiliary groups, the various women group, and various UP subgroups in that county that you can reach out. Because this is what I can say. If you reach out to every single auxiliary group of the party, he or she will appoint to at least 4 to 5 different persons that they know that has the passion, that is willing to do the work, and there will be the chances will be minimized for them to be compromised. Each and every one of us can point to that specific person. So this is one thing that if this is what Dillon could have gone about this process. You go through the recommendation method. You only bring people on based on recommendation, then that way it eases your vetting process. Because first they have been recommended. That's number one. And number two, now if you're doing a vetting process or doing a background check on these guys now, your work is already easier. But you go and announce almost like a vacancy to the entire war. And this part is being said that it's going to be voluntary work. Some people come in there with an intention to say, you know what, we're going to be compensated a little bit, at least food or maybe transportations. They'll feel that way, and they're going to come in. We already heard news from around the country that some of these, like a first-time voter, were employed as pool washers. Some of them, when they felt hungry, they left the post. Because if this is not any way looking down on first-time voters, but again, if you take us 18 years old and put them somewhere, that person does not have that much of a responsibility because first of all, they don't know the consequences of what they are doing compared to a mature person who is being put in that position. An 18-year-old boy can just look at you, man, bad. They put up in your man, leave, man. They will leave. So again, these are some of the things that needs to be looked at. I understand that Mr. Dino is coming from he has a great idea, but
Okay.
again, you have to look at your environment and the country you are in. And if this process actually go through, it might be one of the worst mistakes we make. But again, I stand to be corrected. But maybe he knows something that we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a
So
lot,
that's what I can
Sherry.
say.
Thanks a lot. Mobile, let's hear from you, and then we take Rodney, and then move to our next talking point quickly.
Yeah, thank you. My brother Sherry Jab said it all. Many on the same path. But like one thing Honorable didn't missing in this whole process, right? We understand when it comes to the financial issues, Unity Party, struggling a little bit. But you shouldn't forget, they're going election. There were a lot of people who sacrificed, who went to that pool, who went to that police stations. They stood up there for an hour and they were only paid $10. Some of them went there free. And some of them not even get paid. So to me, that thing they don't talking is very, very risky. Let them go back. Let Didon go back. Let all do the fundraising for Maserati. I think they don't talking for me. In my own view and my understanding, I support that idea. The reason behind I support that idea, one, we're looking at the voting aspect in Maserati, right? And we're looking at also the population, right? We got a lot of people over there who are vulnerable. They're not working. You can
Yeah.
easily bribe them by giving them even $20, and if what they want to do, they will do it. It risky. Our society.
But it's the amount that these people are being
I'm not
paid.
talking. Yeah, yeah.
Does the amount in any way take away the possibility or erase the possibility of they being compromised?
Look, yes, it will. Even I hear you talking about taking lawyers, doctors, teachers. It doesn't matter. Like you can get over 5,000 people within Muslim with just in like a week, and you say they will always be all of them will be let's say perfect. No. So I want for Dylan to go back on the drawing board and come up with a strategy, meaning our people who sell first. Let us do a fundraising. We can take 3 or 4 days do a fundraising for Maserati alone, and we'll get competent people. And the people will get the same people that were there who sacrificed themselves, who were there. Some of them, they were tired. They were drained out, but they were still there because they believe 100% that they believe in the party and they believe that they won't judge we are no more. That's the people we are talking about. We're not
Thank
talking
you.
about, oh, they say volunteer, you can't. Okay, I can move where I go and volunteer. I'm sure my social media, let me hear all my social media for Unity Party. But you can't go there tomorrow and my heart change. But when you pay people, when you compensating people, people sacrifice. More especially they love the party and then you giving them something, they sacrifice. They do what it's supposed to do right. So that thing,
Thank you.
I'm gonna agree with Dylan on everything, but for the one, I disagree with him. And it's a risk for our party, 100%. We don't agree to it, and when it calls for fundraising, a leader will come back here and we'll do fundraising. Just for the sake of our vote to be protected, I submit.
Thank you. Thank you. Rodney, let's hear you. Then we'll move to Dr. Kelvin before moving to our next topic. What's your take on this? You are muted, Rodney. Uh okay,
Can you hear
maybe
me now?
okay, now it's much better.
Okay. How you doing, Nelson?
Yes, sir. We're okay. It's
How
good
you
to
doing,
have you.
fellow panelists? How's everybody doing? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
Yes,
you good.
you
Okay.
you, you are
I was
good.
just, I was just trying to greet everybody and you know, say hello to everybody on the show tonight. I've been gone for a while. Um, but look, God is good. That's all I had to say. I do support uh what Senator Dillon said the other day. I watched you know, his interview. Um, but my thing is, I do agree with my brother,
Hmm.
and I do agree with everything that he's saying. But Senator Dillon was very specific. Look, fear, fear is of the devil. Unity Party. Look, what happened? That wave, that storm that came,
Hmm.
it shook the whole nation. The people. The people spoke. The people spoke. So, and I do support Senator Dillon. We don't need to be afraid. We need to go into this thing. Look, money is important. But one thing I would say here is that look, the Unity Party is the next government that is coming, and nobody gonna stop that. The poor washers, they're gonna be there. But guess what? Even when Jesus was in the garden, you understand what I'm saying? The night they killed Jesus, guess what happened? The disciples fell asleep. The poor washers, they would be there. But God would give the poor washers, the strength. Let me tell you something about old man Boyka. When you call old man Boyka in the morning, he's up. He's a man of God. So old man Boyka believe in God. Some of us, we went to Liberia, we could not even see him. And you know what they would tell us? He going to Bible study. So Omer Boyga is a man of God. So guess what? This election, money is important. We know that. But guess what?
So
They-
you think for you, you're looking at it from the spiritual perspective that this thing has been set aside to happen by God and it's going to happen regardless what money or no money is going to happen, right?
yes, yes,
Okay, thank you.
yes,
Let,
yes.
let's hear from Dr.
And you
Kelvin.
know, and Nelson, everything my brothers on here are saying,
Mhm.
I agree with them. I agree with them. But look, this thing right here is going to happen. Trust me.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Kelvin, welcome to the show. I think this is a second. This is your second night. It's good to have you here again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Colette. Thank you very all panelists on this show. Thank you guys for the impact you guys are uh, contributing to the Liberian community or the Liberian diaspora and our country as a whole. Uh, the contribution, every one of us contribution is worth consideration. You see, what Senator Dallon has come up with is a very good idea. It's a very, very good idea. I think that he have experienced it before during the time of his election or carrying over there. It is a strategy that he had used before and it worked for him. So what he's trying to do is to adapt that strategy now. Because going forward in this second round of election, we need more. We need more people. We already have some poll washer,
Mhm.
but we need to increase them more. We need sophistication within the
Okay.
process. Yeah. So let me say something again. We already know where we are. 57%, 57% plus of the Liberian people rejected this government. Plus, I mean, in line with all the money that we know that they have spent. What's all they had done before? But with the news that we're hearing that people will be coming from Sierra Leone to come and vote, with the news that we're hearing that people will be coming from Guinea, we need more people. We need sophisticated people. We need people in the room that when people see it, they will say, don't try it. We know that they will understand that these people, they are professional people. And the people who have confidence to tell them, say, oh, speak to somebody, say, how are you? How you doing? You came to vote, then? What's your name? So we want to liberate our country. This is why all you guys here are sacrificing your time. It's not because you want to be here. It's because you want to liberate your country. It's because you want to contribute to your country. For me, this is why I'm here. So I would like to give Senator Dallon an applause and applaud all of you guys.
You think the process is worth it? And even with the fact that those guys are going to be volunteering, you think they're going to do a quality job, given that they are diehard supporters of the Unity Party?
Okay, that's very good. That is why I would like to contribute more, because part of my study, what I contributed is what we call quality. When you talk about quality, is quality. One of the most things in quality is free. Anything that you pay too much money for, sometimes you get the name, the brand name, say this name or so that. But let me tell you something. When people, they don't have already stated it before people complain now and they say that they never receive some of the pay and this and that. Sometimes they don't come up promptly on the radio and say, on the media and said they put aside $20 and then feeding transportation were all involved into it. It's not that people will be coming there and the word volunteer. It doesn't mean that you'll not be compensated. No, it means that people.
You think despite the senator saying talking about volunteerism, the folks are still going to get some level of compensation? You think so?
Of course, they are going to be taking care of the feeding and what will be the tea and the time.
But the senator said that these people will be responsible for their transportation, their feeding,
their water.
And they want people who mean well, who actually support the party.
Thank you very much for the question. That's a very good question. You see, what you actually meant was people who want to serve, no matter if the money there, the money they didn't get no pay, but they're able to take their own money for them to be able to spend it. Now, to the Liberian people and to those that are listening to us, you want liberation. We want you to volunteer to come out to the station. I mean, to where they'll be doing the registration. To please register, whether you're a doctor or lawyers or also you're a teacher or. But you want your country to be liberated. We're not doing this because we people paying money to contribute on this station, so to liberate our country. So it is your time. If you sacrifice your time or 1 day or 2 days to stand over there and nobody giving you nothing, I will stop on this one. Martin Luther King.
Yes, sir.
Let's
have Dr. Kevin to learn his thoughts, sir.
Yeah, let me learn. Dr. King said, "It is not what your country can do for you, or what you can do for your country." I'll stop there.
Okay, thank you. So it's
Nelson,
I have a question.
Nelson, can I say something real quick? You see, when Dylan talking, people don't listen to Dylan. Dylan old school. Let me tell you something, man. Look, Liberian people have resolved. If people on that day need water, if people on that day need food, we Liberian, we are very, very sympathetic. We hospitality. Even in these Americas we live in. Look, you go to a Liberian man house, Liberian man will give you food. They will offer you water. So look, listening to Dylan know, man. Liberian people, it's a wrap.
Thank you.
Just 5 seconds. Brother Kelvin, like we mentioned here, nobody has problem with the method of recruitment. I mean, nobody has problem with the idea. It's a great idea, excellent, it's beautiful. What we have problem with is the manner in which the announcement was made. It was made public, and when you do something like that in public on public platform, you open door for outsiders, or let's say citizens, who can be compensated from their party just to come in and pose
infantry
as infantry.
Okay.
This is the reason we're talking about.
Can I?
We don't
Thank
have no
you.
problem with the method. The idea is great idea, but the execution of the idea, that's where the problem is.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks a lot. Thanks
Can
a
I
lot.
add 1 second before we go to the next topic? Uh, the doctor said you are comparing Senator Dillon, Senator time and the presidency, right? But like, look, George, we are want to be president by all costs. And Senate, the time Senator Dillon were running, even when he do at that time, the people were resolved, we agree, and give Tomo Fala, the money was there, we agree. People volunteer. But this other one, George can even pay $2 million. Only in Maserado to get Maserado, he will do it. So we picking no chance. We want competent and qualified people who will go over there, even with the sacrifice, right? And the only problem, let me conclude by saying that the only problem I get with Dillon, in a whole stuff he said that in our whole announcement was the investigation part. You know, he needs to come on the air and tell the people how he will investigate. He has to come on and say it, and then go to the social media by himself, and then go in the community and do a community investigation. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Submit.
Thanks a lot. So now we're going to transition to the next discussion. I see Anthony is backstage. I see Hessen, Collie. They're all backstage. But listen, we have arrived at a point where it's glaring that there will have to be a second round. There will have to be a second round. Whichever way you pull it, you take all the invalid vote, you give it to CDC, we will still need a second round. If you were to take all of the invalid votes and give it to the Unity Party, we will still need a second round. But I want us to look at the chances of these two political parties that are going to the race. And that's why I saw some guys. I saw Vasco here. Vasco, come on the show. Let's have the guys from the CDC as well coming on. Let's talk about the chances of the two political parties. Number one, starting with the ruling establishment. The ruling establishment have governed this country for about 6 years now. They control the resources. They know what it takes or what it means to be in government, to be at control, to control things. Look, the ruling establishment knows everything that is required, everything that you may want to know, especially those maybe just joining the Unity Party or those other political parties that may just be pledging support who have not tasted power. Despite being in opposition for 12 years, those people have run this country for 6 years. And to a larger extent, they have control over a lot. And politics, at the end of the day, a lot of people say it's about the interest. But again, most times the man who has the very huge pocket gets to control a whole lot. Now we're talking about the chances. The man who controls the resources, the man who has the huge pocket controls a whole lot. Not just politically, but even on the social scene. You want to go to other aspects. What are the chances of the CDC? What are the chances of the Unity Party? The Unity Party has been in opposition for about 6 years now. UP, as per the recent election on October 10, accumulated a little over 43% of the vote. Well, this Unity Party comes from the opposition community, and we know that the fact that the CDC got a little over 43% of the vote. Okay, let's make it 44. Let's say 44% of the vote. That means that the rest of the percentages goes to the opposition community. Well, in the case of a second round, discussions will be held. Political parties will reach out to other people, and all these discussions will go out there. What are the chances of the CDC from a very realistic standpoint? What are the chances of the Unity Party as well as we go to these elections? Maybe we can take 3 minutes across the board so that every single person can exhaust this one very well. Anthony, welcome to the show. Sylvester, welcome back. Let me bring Hessen. Hessen, thanks for joining us. I see BB is backstage. BB is the only female. No, I gotta remove one male and bring in the female right now.
But let me address this, then you can remove me, okay?
Okay,
Let
okay.
me
So yeah,
exhaust my 3 minutes and just get my closing because I got stuff.
let's talk about the chances. Francis, what are the chances?
I mean, the chances of CDC staying reclaiming power is almost slim because
It's almost slim.
it's almost slim. I mean, they have the support and the burden of performance is on the opposition. But the advantage the opposition has is the way 20 people, including 20 parties, including CDC, in the race, and now it's just one on one. And technically, we can all say the rest of the. It's safe to assume that majority of the other opposition parties will support Unity Party.
Okay.
And because both of them, if you just look at the map, neither one of them hit 45% of the vote. And we know historically in election time, second round, which if the turnout is low, favors the incumbent, but if the turnout is low, also it could be at a disadvantage to the incumbent because now fewer people, there's possibility of his folks not showing up as much and a possibility of UP's folks not showing up as much. But you got other opposition parties in that may cross over the UP because if you are a die-hard opposition, there's nothing George Weah can say that should convince you to say, okay, I'm going to look at him in a favorable light and vote for him. So it's a strong possibility that a vast majority of the opposition supporters will support Unity Party. But that's just something else I'd like to address that I was on Spoon Talk yesterday, the earlier show with the CEO and other folks. I mean, it's a dangerous thing that the likes of Prince, Romy Gray, and Dr. Francine are playing a dangerous game when they talk about, oh, I'm not ready to openly endorse Unity Party, especially Romy Gray and Color Gray. They talk what they want to hear from Unity Party and George Weah, and be mindful. Spoon FM, Spoon Talk is the largest platform in Liberia. And we know our Liberia folks, we like to look up to people that we respect, we admire. And they've been on Spoon Talk since the start of the campaign, a couple months back. People are listening to them. They shouldn't overlook the power of their voice.
You know, and again, maybe it's too early, Francis. Maybe it's too early for that. You
For
know,
what?
and I get where you're coming from. That they need to come up from. They need to be intentional. They need to come up public about where they stand with respect to this. But let's look at it from from an institutional standpoint. From the angle of the CPP, for example, from the angle of the LINU, from the angle of the GDM, from the angle of the ACOP. You know, let's look at it from the institutional perspective. So now you're talking about the chances. You think that the CDC has some chances based on the fact that they've served, they've governed the country for some time, they control the resources and all of that, and so you think that from that angle, they have some slim chances. But the Unity Party, on the other hand, based on the fact that they are in opposition and there are lots of other opposition political parties, you think they also stand some very good chances?
Yeah, they still have a better chance than CDC if they consolidate and they really make major outreach to those other folks and really tell them, regardless of what we said about each other before October 10th, we all have the same goal. We all know that this man is bad for the country. So we got to set our differences aside. But what I'm saying here is this: the individual partisans should not even wait for that standard bearer to endorse Joseph Barker at this stage. They shouldn't even wait for that because it's dangerous. Because if somebody say, "Oh, look at Conor Gray on Spoon Talk saying not ready," you know what? Maybe there's something about Joseph Barker that he doesn't like. So I'm just gonna stay home. If I'm a ACOP CPP partisan, I'm just gonna stay home. Then that's taking vote away from Joseph Barker. Because what can George Weah say at this point, at this stage in the game, that will convince you to say, okay, he's a better choice when you were opposition partisan? Because that's what he
Okay,
said.
okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know you're about to go, so we'll bring other people in. Realistically, what is that one thing that puts the CDC down? And what is that one thing that puts the CDC up? What is that one thing that puts the Unity Party down? And what is that one thing that puts the Unity Party up?
All right, I would tackle the CDC first. The entire the entire 5 years and maybe 10 months, put them down. Their term in office, put them down. So that's not even a question. The only thing that may put them up is this unity in the opposition.
Okay.
That's the only thing that may give a slim chance of winning. But the Liberal Party resolved. Then on the opposition side, like I said, this unity may
you think is that one thing that put them down?
I'm still confident that Barker is going to be the next president. But if they don't consolidate with the rest of the opposition, it may make the race close. They may come in like 50% or 51%. But if they really make a good outreach, they will blow him out of the water. But I know that it's just some of the things I hear from opposition parties. It scares me, and I don't like it. I've been fishing the game.
We're about to move to the next person. I see BB's hand up. I see Sandy was trying to make a point. But listen, let's look at it.
We plan to win. So we planning to win in the first round. That may or may not happen, but that's the plan, right? Seriously, that's the plan. Now, in the unlikely case, we'll support the opposition candidate and we'll support it publicly.
That's why everybody should be saying that's the
song. Mr. Cummings right here.
That's the song.
Listen, but for instance, my point is this statement something that we should go for? Is there any likelihood of the Mr. Cummings, for example, at this particular point, at this particular stage, from what you've seen, from all indications, is there any possibility of Mr. Cummings holding on to this particular statement here? Maybe support, because he said, in the unlikely case, in the unfortunate case, where this ANC or the CPP doesn't win, well, they will support the opposition.
Right.
Do we see any signs of that?
So,
and he said publicly, not just going behind closed doors, but he said publicly, we're yet to see that public show of support to the opposition community. But is this something we can hold him back?
All right. So I want you to go back to 2017. Did he make any such statement publicly? No,
not to my knowledge.
He did not do that, right? After he did not go to the second round, did he tell his people they can vote for whoever they want to vote for? So this is growth for him. So right now they have not even announced second round yet, right? But he has considered and said that, in the likely, we already know he's not going for second round, but he said he will vote and support the opposition. So even if he does not come back after NEC announced the second round, that statement alone bears some form of weight. The Unity Party can even use that as campaign for his CPP folks by playing that kind of Spoon can blast it over and over. People watch Spoon. So that's better than him saying nothing like he did in 2017.
Thank you, Francis.
Good night. And lady, Nelson, I need to run too.
Okay, yeah. So Sandy, go ahead. BB, welcome to the show. Anthony, welcome. I keep bringing Hassan Colley, but for every time I bring him, he'll go back. I don't know what's going on. But Sandy, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Nelson, watch your Nelson. I think there's a feedback coming from your end. It's very bad.
My end?
Yeah, like something grinding. I don't know. Let me hearing it or you guys not hearing it. I don't know.
Okay.
Right.
Try to mute. Let's see. Mute. Okay. Are you guys still hearing the feedback?
That's when you put me up there. Anytime I on the show, always down.
My man, you come in late. You're a late comer. When you come to church late, the only people who will come late and will put them up there are the females.
I've been on the show. He said become a camera.
Yeah, but your webcam was off. Your camera was off. How do we know how prepared you are? But Moba, I think realistically the feedback is coming from you because you muted and we're not hearing anything.
You are talking general, the fever was still coming.
You
Nami.
see, yeah,
It's
there
coming
you
from
have
you,
it.
Mumba. It's coming from you.
Mobile, please log out and log in.
That mobile get a feedback.
We're getting the feedback for you, Mongra.
Anthony, I'm
Mobile,
being
log,
you. I don't advocating for you when you're behind the stage. You good.
Mobile, please log out. But Cindy, go ahead. Let's hear you. Cindy, what are the chances? We are going to a second round where it's going to be simple majority.
Yeah.
One vote can make somebody president of the country. It doesn't matter whether you're ahead of your opponent with just a single vote. What are the chances of the both parties here? What is one thing that gets party A down? What is one thing that puts that very party A up? What is the next thing that what is that one thing that puts party B down and puts party B up at the same time?
So let me start off here by saying
Mhm.
that we are going to a very competitive second round.
Yeah.
It's going to be competitive. It's going to be a battle to fight, right? The CDC, surprisingly, is strong. I'm surprised to see the number of votes that were given to President Weah. I mean, I thought he was going to come a little lower than what he got. So we can agree that the second round is going to be competitive. Now let me come to the CDC first.
Mhm.
President Weah and the CDC have the financial power. So we were just talking about pool washer for the United Party.
Mhm.
President Weah and the CDC don't have to worry about where they're getting money from to quickly increase the numbers of their pool washer across the country. They have the money. They're going to steal it from our people from the Liberian cover. We already know their budget. Wow, a lot of $1 million. So we know that they have the financial resources. They also have the internal network. And what I mean by the internal network, and I'm not here to accuse anybody, right? But there has been a lot of speculation that given the relationship between the election commissioner and Mr. Weah, there's some sort of internal network that President Weah has. So maybe that could be a factor. And that's why the United Party then have to train and bring on well-trained and partisans that are in the interest of the Liberian people and of course of the United Party to closely monitor the process, where their eyeballs will never close during the entire process, right? So the CDC have the financial power, they have some internal network, and surprisingly, people still gravitate towards Mr. Weah. But here's the thing. Both of them never reached 40%, correct?
Mhm. No. They are both in 40%. Said they didn't reach 50%.
They did not reach 50%.
Yeah.
Let's agree that the vote Mr. Weah got will be around the same amount of vote he would get or less, given that some folks will not vote in the second round. Our people tend to be reluctant.
Mhm.
Let's say no matter what happened, let us assume that everyone that voted in the first round will vote in the second round. And then we can predict that because the other votes that were not given to either Mr. Bwaka or Mr. Weah were opposition votes, we can hope that those opposition votes will remain in the opposition community. If that prediction comes out right,
Mhm.
then we can agree, and that's part of opposition unity I'm talking about there, right? Where what the opposition got. So let's say the vote that went to Cummings, the vote that went to other candidates. Maybe we're going to exclude Mr. Apito because the Apito guy.
Why would you want to exclude Apito?
He's a seditious,
Appleton is
right? So maybe Apito vote we can add it to Weah, but then the rest of the vote, Lucini Camara, Mr. Tewan Gonglo, maybe those opposition vote will go to the opposition community. That gave Mr. Bwakai some leverage over Mr. Weah. If the opposition vote remains in the opposition community, there's an opposition unity, right? Then Mr. Bwakai have some leverage over Mr. Weah.
Okay, so with respect to that point, Cindy,
Yeah.
as it stands now, the Unity Party has 43.4%, 0.43%. The CDC has 43.84%. Now, so what this says, and not even considering that whole argument about Appleton, sedition, and stuff like that, but considering that aside from President Weah, who got the 43.8%, all the other different candidates are opposition, are from the opposition bloc, and then you taking the 43% from the rest of the votes, you'll be talking about a significant number of votes that's in the opposition community.
Exactly, and that's my point. Look, I really think, even if some of the opposition leaders do not come out publicly to declare a side, I think most of the opposition votes that went to the other candidates will stay in the opposition community. They will go toward Mr. Bwaka. That's what I believe. That's what I strongly believe, especially when we talk about ARCO, when we talk about Mr. Tewan Gonglo, when we talk about the CPP. How those people will vote for Mr. Joseph Yuma Bwaka. But what I also think need to happen, I think I said this yesterday, and I'm going to repeat myself again, is that we can be complacent. We cannot say that, automatically the people will come over. There should be a lot of work done in the next 2 to 3 weeks leading to the second round. Reaching out to the leaders of the opposition community, even though Mr. Cummings said in that video that I'm going to render my support to the opposition. You still have to reach out to him. You still have to connect with him. You still have to go to Mr. Lucini Kamara. You still have to go to Councilor Tewan Gonglo. You still have to speak opposition unity. And I think Mr. Bwaka started that already. I'm starting to hear that, right? We got to go to those people and let's do this together. Our common denominator here in the opposition community is to remove this regime. And if we continue to preach that message, train the right people to watch the pool, I think at least 65% will go to Mr. Bwaka. I'm going to run, but I will be back. Hopefully I'll meet you here.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Cindy, for your contribution. And then, let's take Dr. Kelvin, and then we'll take BB. We have to give some preferential treatment to the females. I see Anthony is twisting his face, in the opposite direction. But
you to my sister. I like it.
Okay.
So, Dr. Kevin, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, speaking on what Mr. Sandy was talking on, he's right. If I was listening to the results from the election commissioner, I will understand that the opposition had won this election. Yes, because the figure don't lie. 57% in the opposition camp, they have 57% with all the money spent. Now, with the United Party reaching out to the opposition leaders like Kumi and those other guys, we all know how the opposition have been treated. So, as citizens of Liberia, we know that
when you say how the opposition have been treated, what do you mean?
I mean that you see how the sedition have ruffled the last time when in Ghana on the highway, how they was tuning the Mandingo people party, and
but again, let's get it right. ACOP is a political party.
It's a Liberian party.
Duly registered under the Liberian laws, not for a specific tribal group and and stuff like that.
I'm sorry because the Mandingo people are part of Liberia and they are part of the 16th tribe of Liberia. So they are the one that found the that party. So what I'm trying to say in short is that we as citizens, we understand that we want to liberate our country. Forget about the institution, the political institution. We talk as human beings, individuals that belong to our country, to our land. We're not talking about money. We know that money can solve can solve problem, can buy you this and that. But money, what I would say to you, shouldn't buy your conscience.
Mhm.
We are
Okay.
people, we should be conscientized. We need to live good. We need our children to go to school. We need our mothers, our women to go to be treated right in the hospitals. Not everyone have money to go to abroad for treatment. Now we're seeing our children, our young people, they are going to Rwanda. Understanding that Rwanda is one country that came from war and they did well for themselves. There is other people coming gravitating towards them. We can do that same thing for us in our educational sector if we have a very good government in place. So, having said that, we know where we are. We as people, let us vote right. We have already reached to the point. For Booker alone, he had more than 43%. So, those in the Aqua Party, those in the CCP Party, as citizens of Liberia, let us vote for Booker. He has not been given the chance. As a statesman, the premier statesman in the country, he has not been given the chance. We have seen the platform, and we are all ready to rally around him to come back to that country, to build that country, to build an institution. And let me caution every one of us here. We shouldn't take this thing on partisan basis. When we say, oh, we are UPs, no. This is why Senator Dillon said. He said, look, I'm not a UPs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Say that.
on that note, I will caution to you and to my people, my Liberian people, I would like for you to understand. Is we're not looking for party. You don't have to be UPS or you have to be the other political party group. We are all Liberian. We are good for us to come. It's good for us to come. They are all caution ourselves and think that we know what's good for us. We need good hospital. We need for our children to go to school. We need jobs so we can vote the old man here. When we vote the old man here, we put in power. Then we'll have some good things. Other people will give over. Other people around here, they will come. They'll be free. They'll be scared again. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Bibi, let's hear from you. And then we'll take Rodney. And then we'll take Sylvester, Anthony, Sharif. Yeah, but Bibi, go ahead.
All right. Good evening. Good morning, people. Afternoon, wherever you are. I think my take on your accent, our takes on like the advantage or
chances.
the chances, right? I
Yeah.
think everyone have already echoed that. CDC, of course, have the upper hand, right? Because there's currently seated and they have more money or finances to be able to campaign, right? Some of the things that we are hearing now, the fact that they're convincing people through the means of money, right? Offering people money and things like that. And they did it in the, when they're campaigning, and I think they're going to do it more now. But the brother that was just speaking, Dr. Kevin, you said it right. I think we have to use our conscience, right? Being able to really understand as a country, right? As individuals, what do we want? Before I even hit my point, I want to go to the UP party. One of the upper hand that I see UP have is like the people of Liberia have spoken, right? Majority opposition have more numbers, right? If you look at the numbers, they have more numbers. So there's an opportunity there to tap into that. Some of the things that I feel like I didn't hear from the UP campaign was like really explaining the why to people. I know the rescue train, I hear that a lot, but what does that mean for someone that's don't even know what the word rescue mean, right? What does that even mean? I feel like it's an opportunity for United Party and all the opposition party, right, to be able to explain that particular change, right, to explain exactly what it means, to be able to break it down. And if you, Nelson, if you can go back, I think I've been on the show a couple of times now. It's really hard for me to tell people to go out there and vote for a particular party because I believe in people acquiring knowledge, having a good understanding of what you're doing or who you're voting for, or even the cause you're voting for. So I think I really want all of us on the platform to tap into that. And even the United Party to really tap into it right now if they haven't done it before, because I didn't hear. I've just been hearing rescue train. I feel like this is an opportunity to tap into that, to be able to go to those various people and speak, right? I know there are a bigger group of opposition people, but at the same time, you do need to go to those people to explain to them. Like somebody like Cummings, how recent was that video you just showed? Was it yesterday video or was it like before the
It
video?
was before the October 10 election.
Okay.
That's why he said we are certain that based on the work we've done, we are going to win this election. But in the worst case, if we don't win, we will support the opposition community. That was the words of that's the words of Mr. Cummings.
Yeah, so it's important. We have to, the UP party do have to reach out, right, to these different leaders to be able to make sure that so we can come together. I do believe that we will come together, but remember, we all have one goal, but everybody has a little bit of different vision, right? And they have their followers behind them as well. So being able to go back and do that outreach to, to the different parties will really make a huge difference, right? And also, UP actually have some good standing right now because when you look at the Senate House, right, we have a lot of people that won. CDC don't have a lot of seats in the Senate right now, right? Just based on the current election. We have a lot of independent people, right? We have most of the people are opposition people. So opportunity to go to those senators, right? Do outreach to them so that they can bring their people in that voted for them. But once again, money, finance in Liberia is a big thing because you're dealing with a country that's like a third world country. People are hungry. People need funds. So it's easy to bribe someone, easy to convince people monetarily. But there are so many strategies that can be done. I mean, not everything can be discussed on audio here, but I think I'm really.
So you think, are you saying that based on the financial factor, the CDC should not be overlooked based on the fact that they control the resources?
Of course.
And then on the flip side, you think the Unity Party stands a better chance because a huge portion of the vote went towards the opposition community, and they can tap into that.
Yeah, and the Senate majority of the Senates are opposition right now. That's a huge win for Liberia if all of the leaders, that's leading the campaign for UP are able to really utilize that, right, to that advantage, and not just hoping that, because everybody hit WIA, we're just going to tell them go vote. I don't think we should do that. And especially if the opposition is saying that we want change, this is where the change come in. Change is just not like, we're going to bring government in. All the ideas in your head, you're going to fix it, but rather empower the people. How do you empower the people? Educate the people on what you're going to do. What is that change? What do we mean by change?
Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot, BB. Let's hear from you, Rodney, and then we take Anton. We take Sylvester.
Okay. I'm going to leave.
Chances of both political parties. What do you think are the chances of the two political parties, considering that second round is simple majority? Just a single vote can make the next person or anybody the next president of the country.
Okay, Nelson, thank you very much. I'm about to leave in a bit, but just give me a little bit. Look, the chances of the CDC 0%. The chances of the chances of the Unity Party is 100%. And I'm going to just go quickly and look. No government is an island. The moment you get inaugurated, that clock starts both domestically and internationally. So the day George Weah became president, the clock started for him domestically and internationally. And guess what? Internationally, he has failed. Domestically, he has failed. So guess what? That gave more power to the opposition. Nobody got George Weah into the position today that he's in for himself. He gave the opposition the power that they have today. And let me tell you one thing. You know what George Weah is afraid of? He is afraid of us in the diaspora. You know one of the number one thing that built Ghana, it was the people in the diaspora. And the Liberians, we in the diaspora, George, we are afraid of us. And this is why when I heard Senator Dillon talking, both we in the diaspora and our families and other family members on the ground, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But I just need to say this. It's a 0% for him. because both domestically and internationally, he have failed.
What,
And
what do you
we,
make of, what do you make of the financial factor that a lot of other panelists have pointed out as well, that based on the fact that CDC controls resources means
look,
that the Unity Party will have to work harder.
and let me look, the wave, look, the wave had already started. If a little girl can give her lunch money in Liberia, I got two daughters. I got daughters here. Look, I told my kids, look, man, look, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Can I ask?
So you think even the financial factor is not going to influence anything?
It's not going to influence anything. People forget that. Look, George Weah was not called to the CIA headquarters for nothing. He was not called. All everything is the day you start, the clock start to run, both domestically and internationally. It's done. And we in the diaspora and our families on the ground, Liberia gonna be built back with the people in the diaspora and the people on the ground. And this wave is not gonna end. Money is not gonna be an issue. It's not gonna be an issue.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Rodney. Let's take Sylvester.
I gotta go, guys, and I love everybody, and may God bless. And Joseph Yuma Boga is the next president of Liberia. Salute.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a whole lot. So we move on to Sylvester. Go ahead, Sylvester. Let's hear you.
No, thank you. Well, the CDC and the rescue team gonna go into the fight. One thing I can tell you, it's not gonna be an easy fight. Okay, there will be some bloody nose and whatever it is. So, I being on the rescue team, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a piece of cake or it's this. It's a fight. Okay, the way I look at it, anybody can take it based on the preparation you make.
Anybody?
The rescue team and the CDC, anybody can take it based on the preparation you make. So
okay, so let's look at the chances, the possibilities from the both sides.
The possibility, the possibility is a 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance. What do I mean by this? UP has the people that can give them the number. Okay? But again, on the other side, CDC has the resources. They have the national kick that can make them to steal the number from the people from UP based on how well they play their card. Okay? Now they're reaching out to other people in the opposition with good offers. Now, depending on the integrity of these people, UP would be a victim. And again, we have to look at the Liberian, the crab mentality. If it's not me, it can be you. You see, I hate to hear people say, "Oh, let's say, why black guy can't reach out to this person or what?" If all of us were in the opposition, and someone made it, we fought our opponent, and someone made it close to the opponent, we should reach out and congratulate them. Thank you, brother. You fought a good fight. We are in this together. We can win this. But the fact that it's not me, then I sit back and say, "My man, you not reach to me, you will not get it. I will just sit down and watch you." Which is okay. It's good to reach out to other people. But someone who loves the country, who loves the people and want to see change, will reach out to the one that made it close and say, "Thank you, my man. We're in this together, but I didn't get to go. But we stay, opposition stay there. You got my support. Whatever you need, let me know." That's true patriotism. But again, if it's not me, it can be anybody. Now, the same person you were bashing during the first round, you are bashing. That the same person today now, oh, the person is good. The person is okay. So you were just faking because now you're not in the race. But again, it's politics. So at this point in time, UP just have to be humble choose your battle, go out. Like my sister said, educate the people. Let them know what to vote and what they want and how to get what they want through the
Okay.
ballot box.
Let's hear from you, Sheriff. You have listened to the different views. Okay, so Anthony, right after
No,
Sheriff,
no, yeah, I'm about to leave. That's why, my brother.
yeah, you met Sheriff. You met Sheriff here, my man. You came to church late. You're a
Nah,
late comer.
I'm just reminding you what you said. I don't mind.
Okay. let's
Hey,
hear
boy.
let's hear you, Sheriff. Go
Man,
ahead.
that shit. Anthony got
Yeah.
Oh,
So before I go into our chances, I just wanted to remind our sister
But we play everybody here going to Nassau because of Friday night.
This weekend now, you see.
Oh
This
well, come on now.
but let's hear
Yeah.
Sheriff.
So
Sheriff,
I just wanted to quickly respond to our sister BB. I understand you said that no one has told you what the rescue mission is about, and I just wanted to give you a few highlights. If you look at our nation today, our country is going through a drug epidemic. When we talk about rescue, we want our people to be rescued from that drugs abuse that we're going through right now and the drug epidemic that's going to experience it. If you look at our country, the poverty rate is higher than it was 6 years ago. We want to rescue our country from that. If you look at our nation today, all of our civil servants, they have all experienced some level of salary harmonizations. Now, civil servants are getting paid $45, something that somebody can use here as lunch money. We want to rescue our country from that. If you look at our nation today, we have bad governance. We have selective justice, where there's no justice served, and you have you have people like Cabinet Jana being unjustly removed. We want to rescue our nation from that. If you look at our country today, you have our country is suffering from rampant extrajudicial killings. These are something we want to rescue our country from. If you look at our nation today, we have bad road connectivity, we have bad healthcare system, and bad education system. These are the things that we just highlighted, just few to highlight, that we want to rescue our nation from. When we say rescue, because the trajectory that our country is currently on is not the right track. We want to rescue our nation from that bad track onto the good track where we all can enjoy our nation. You have so many Liberians today that are live in diaspora. They all want to go back home, but they can't go back home simply because the government that is in power now will actually do something harmful to them when they get there. We want these people to come home and be able to contribute to the economy of that nation. When we say rescue, that's exactly what we mean by that. And as regards to our chances of winning as Unity Party or as rescue team, this is what I have to say. This is not about Unity Party. This is not about JMB. This is about Liberia. It's Liberia versus CDC. This is how I want you guys to see it. It's Liberia versus the CDC. And if you look at the number of votes that came out, the Liberians in general, or the opposition in general, overwhelmingly voted against George Weah. I understand he has numbers. And I'm not going to sit here to say it's going to be an easy ride for us. It's not going to be. It's not going to be an easy ride. It's going to be a fight. But one thing I can assure you, the Liberian people are ready to take on that fight. Money, we're not going to be induced by money. We're not going to be induced by power. We're not going to be induced by any sort of influence. Our Liberian people are resolved. And the only thing they want a new leadership. They want a new Liberia. Our country now, when you visit any of our West African countries or anywhere around the world, you mention Liberia, all the thing they think about now is about drugs. It's about extrajudicial killings. Liberia back in the days, when we came out of the 1990 war, when you show your passport to people, the only thing that they would remember was that we were cannibalists. Thanks to the UP government, that image was changed. Liberia now was seen as an emerging nation in Africa who were doing quite well. When this government came in, they destroyed everything we built in that 12 years period. Now, the mandate lies upon the Liberian people. We all have to come out. This is not JMB fight. It's not Unity Party fight. It's our fight fight for our children, fight for
Okay.
yourself, fight for the next generation to come. Because if we give another 6 more years to this government, we will have no country called Liberia. Liberia will be totally destroyed. Because the reason is this: for the next 6 years, they're going to have nothing to prove again to you because they're not seeking no re-election. They will milk this country down to the drain.
So now, Sharif, you have
Yes.
spoken of the chances of the Unity Party based on the fact that we are on this platform. We're making an earnest analysis of the chances of both parties. What can you say about the CDC?
Yeah. So again, we have our brothers from ARCO, and they have reassured us. And from the promises made, we expect them tomorrow to come out and make the official endorsement. And we also reaching out to our brothers from the Tiawan Gongo's camp, and reaching out to all the oppositions, including folks from the CDC who voted for CDC. We want you all to come and vote for Unity Party. We want you all to come and vote for the rescue team. We want you all to come and vote for Liberia. We are asking each and every one of you. And as for CDC, they might have the monetary power. They might have more money. But get what? They don't have. They don't have the Liberian people. And Liberian people, they are bigger than money. Liberian people, they are bigger than any power that CDC has. Liberian people, they are the one that put this government in power, and they are the one that can remove this government from power. So we have the Liberian people, and I know Liberian people will make the right decision like they did in the first round, and they will come out again overwhelmingly. Reach out to your brothers, reach out to your sisters, reach out to your neighbors, reach out to every single person that you can reach out to on that day, fateful day on November 7th. Come out and vote for change. Vote for change that you want for yourself, you want for your children, you want for the next generation, because Liberia is the common denominator. Liberia is the only thing we have. If we let Liberia to be destroyed, our grandchildren will not be happy with us. Thank you.
Thank you. We have to go to the lines at some point, so let's take Anthony. Thanks for joining us, Ms. Dorian. Thanks for joining the show tonight. So we'll take Anthony, we take you, and then we take Mobile, and then we'll go to the lines. Anthony, let's hear you. What's your take on this? And
I've been listening, and I've been very quiet, listening keenly to listen to everybody speak on this. Politics is a calculated risk. Optics in politics is one of the key things that you can use, one of the key political capital you can use in politics. When Barack Obama stood right next to Joe Biden in this country and started campaigning for him, it sends a strong signal to the American public. I heard some people saying, oh, we already in the opposition. When one opposition person, at that level, the other people should get joined. Let me put on my marketing hat and take up my technical hat tonight. In marketing, everybody have their product. The reason why this guy called Coca-Cola is doing so well in the world, they got 200 products. It's not because the other drink it doesn't taste good. Coca-Cola tapped the world today because of their marketing strategy. When you're watching World Cup, what you can see most? You can see any other drink better than Coca-Cola? It's their marketing strategy that make them better. Today, I heard it is alleged, and it is not confirmed, it is alleged that JMB picked up the phone and called Alexander Cummings today. He called Cummings, he called Gonglo, and called Monima. That's what I heard. If this is true, that's powerful. What does JMB has to lose if he pick up phone to call those people? Absolutely nothing. But you know what it shows? It shows leadership, it shows wisdom, it shows courage, and it shows a person with a vision. That's optics in politics. Imagine those three people that I just named standing on the same stage with JMB. Election is done. For 5.5 years, we spoke about corruption. We spoke about ineptitude of this weird government. We spoke about all the other things, all the laundry list of things. What number did Judge Weah got again? 43% of the national vote. What number did JMB get? 43% of the national vote. Statistically, what is this telling you? That regardless of what we said, some people still sees George Weah as their choice. Right? You cannot deny that. What are they cheat out? They didn't cheat out. Unity Party have accepted the results. Unlike the CPP, we did not accept the result. But however, be as it may, that's what we saw. That is the reality of the day. What do you do now? You do whatever it takes to get over the hump. There are some teams, they buy all the players. They can't reach to the final. Then they let the coach go. They buy all the good players again next season. They can't reach to the final. They let the coach go because they have all the mechanism in place, but they cannot reach to the final. Right? There's something they are not doing right. Today, 1 or 2 votes will make JMB or George Weah the president again.
The next president.
That's it. So what do you do now to get out 1 or 2 votes on top? That's why it takes courage. You pick up the phone and make not party chairman, not any executive in your party, JMB himself. Hello, communists. This is JMB. Period. Once he does that.
With that being said, Anthony.
Not just that video. I know you've been playing that one video. Come here.
No, I'm not going back to the video. Trust me.
That he was
I'm not going back to the video.
He has said it on OKFM. He said it on Spoon Talk. He said it on what's it? The closing argument.
So the point is, Anthony, I'm not going back to that video. I'm not going back to that video. But yeah. So Anthony, I'm not going back to that video. I actually want us to come back. Let's look at the chances again. Let's go back to the chances as per the discussion. What are the chances of the 2 political parties right here? We're just weeks away from November 7. I keep saying October, but November 7. We're just weeks away from November 7. What are the chances of these 2 major political
the
parties?
United Party first. Let me start with the United Party first, then end with the CDC. So with the United Party, the chances to seal the deal, to raise extra money to do all of that thing is JMB calling these opposition leader, he himself, speaking directly to them. If they turn him down, guess what? He made the call. He can say, I called such and such, and we spoke, and he turned me down. That's a political score you score. That's a political point. But I don't think JMB will pick up the phone with me and call Cummings and call Gonglo and call Dr. Maniba and call Lucina Camara, who's the ACO Senate Bureau, and these people will turn it down. I cannot see that happening. Regardless whether JMB testify again, Cummings in court, CPP, yama, put that aside. Pick up the phone and call. And Sharif, I'm saying this tonight specifically because you're one of the insider. You have access to JMB. The arrogance, the pride, the entitlement, all those things, you're putting in the trash can now. You have to have access to power for you to effect change. You can have all of the brilliant idea. You can have everything. If you do not have access to power, you cannot change anything. With all of Mr. Cummings' brilliant plan, platform, whatnot, he can't do anything now. Guess what we are? We are not to where we're supposed to be, right? But as JMB pick up the phone today and call these people, money will come in. We're not ANC strength or CPP strength is raising money. Money will come in fast. Once Mr. Cummings publicly announced that he's supporting JMB, money will come in fast. And that's one of the challenges of the Unity Party, right? Taiwan Gonglo is calling. Nima Kante will get higher votes. I said it on the show, and people are saying, I said, if JMB wins Nima Kante, anything lesser than 75%, right? He will go to the second round. He didn't win Nima Kante more than 75%. I said it here. You can win the country, but based on the percentage, you may not win the general election. I said, in order for JMB to seal this deal, Nima County 75%, Lofa County 75%. Those two counties, what he won them, but he fell short of the percentage.
So now, Anthony, having spoken of
the effect of the CDC,
yeah,
Unity Party need to stop saying Southeast, Southeast, Southeast. There is a better pill about the Unity Party from the Southeast because I'm from the Southeast. During Ellen time, and this is now myth, 25 of our brothers, let's send it here, were arrested and jailed. And that bitterness is still in the Southeasterners. You know who freed them? Taiwan Gonglo, pro bono service. He represented each one of them. Another thing, they built a road from Red Lake to Ganta. And then from Ganta, they jumped over Grand Gila County and went all the way to Fishtown and built a road from Fishtown, River G to Harper City. If they have built a road from Ganta to Grand Gila, the Southeast will not be cut off. So that bitterness stay in the people. It's a reality. Now you run a campaign and say the Southeast, the Southeast, the Southeast. Instead, JMB had not put his foot in the Southeast when our brother was jailed. He didn't put his foot.
So what you're saying in short, Anthony, is that the campaign they should avoid using referring to the Southeast as a group of people who belong to a particular political party. They should call it cross and stuff like that.
JMB wants to represent all 5 million plus Liberians. He does not want to be seen as a one-sided president. So guess what? Calling all of these people and making one trip to the Southeast seals the deal. Once JMB get communists supporting him, he get Taiwan Gonglo supporting him, Lucien Camara behind him, and what's his name? Dr. Moniba, the money will flow, the opta will be on his side, and everybody, and just show face one time. You done.
Thank you.
And CDC will not be in this position any longer. Because guess what? CDC pick up vote in local county that they didn't supposed to pick up. They pick up vote in Nima county that they didn't supposed to pick up. And then they maintain their stronghold. Grand Bassa county also did not vote Unity Party the way they're supposed to have voted Unity Party.
That's true.
So is there anything that's going to change this time around? Now, because Anthony, so let's consider your point, considering your own point.
Yeah.
That the Unity Party, let's say Ambassador Brakai, picks up the phone, he calls Mr. Cummings, he calls Councillor Taiwan Gonglo, and make sure that all of these people are on board. And then from your own analysis of things, from your own analysis of this whole issue, you think that in the case where Mr. Cummings comes up and publicly declares support for Ambassador Brakai, money is going to flow.
Yes.
Because of the Cummings factor, the Unity Party is going to get sufficient fundings. So are you saying that that because of that factor, the Unity Party is going to break that which appears to be one of the strengths of the CDC, which a lot of folks have mentioned here, I have mentioned here with respect to CDC having the resources, the support, the finances?
Yeah. What I'm saying in short, no one should think that, because JMB is in the second round, automatically all the opposition should support him. Right? Don't think that way. Look, you don't want something, and you gotta be the example. Lead as the example. You stop, you extend that other branch. Listen, JMB has nothing to lose when you pick up the phone to call. Whether or not they agree or they don't agree, politically,
that's a
plus for him.
Thank you.
Nobody can put that both on Anthony tonight. You got it all right.
I didn't strike a good point.
You're striking it.
Okay, so let me say welcome to the show, Shelley, and Mr. Cody. Welcome again. I hope you don't go off this time around. It's like you're free.
You gotta tell me soon, but I'm gonna be out of work.
No, I'm taking you, Jenna. You'll be here.
Can I add to a point Anthony said, please?
Okay, so yeah, take 20 seconds so we go to Miss Doyle.
Anthony, first of all, you had some really great points there. I think one of the things I want to highlight is the fact that we have to stop thinking that the rest Liberian people don't want we are, because Liberian there are a large group of people that still support CDC for whatever reason. We cannot always just sit there and think like, oh, the people suffering. Some people don't know what suffering is. You understand? Some people okay. Some people okay with somebody. They put their hand out to someone every few times and they give them something. Some people okay with that. So we really have to educate. We cannot sit here and keep saying that, oh, Liberian people suffering, the other one happening there. No, it don't work like that. CDC, whether CDC cheated or they didn't cheat, or the fact that even if they cheated, right? What did that tell Liberian people? That they have financial means, they have the power to influence something to influence the count. So we can't sit here and sleep. So if we're going this time, right, as Liberian people that want change, we have to beat the CDC by a very huge margin. Don't go sit and be like, oh, because Waka have 43%, we just need 5 more percent. No, that is not the strategy we should go with. Go with the strategy to have over 80% of the vote, 90% if you can even reach that high. Don't sit there and think like, oh, that bureau is like this, the other people don't want it. No, because obviously the number don't say that. Financially, it don't say that. They have the power, and also they still have supporters. For whatever reason, they still do. You can't sleep on that. So thank you, Anthony, for just pointing that out.
Okay. So thanks a lot. Let's move to you now, Ms. Cora Dorian. Thanks for joining the show. Let's hear your take on this. What's your analysis of this? What do you think are the chances of the both parties as we move to the second round?
Thank you very much, Nelson, and hi to everyone. If you remember the last time I was on this show, I spoke of a contributing factor that was going to affect the rescue team if it's not taken into consideration. And that factor is still playing, and we continue to ignore it. I may not have tangible points right now, but I have practical points to prove it out. And that has to do with a person who headed the Unity Party before, served in the government as a president of Liberia, and the person is still quiet, and the rescue team, they are not reaching out to the person. You need to look at the old mat to plant a new mat. Unity Party rescue team forgot to know the runoff election. Ellen did not support the boycott's electoral process. She went at the Manikume highway, dedicating that project to Opo, and that boosted him up, and a lot of people voted him into office. I told you again, I said that the chances was 50-50, and everybody were on the panel here today. They were there shaking their head. I agreed, but we need to call, like what his name just said. We need to make a call. Why would it take the Unity Party a hurricane to meet Mother Eden Johnson Sirleaf, to talk to her that she needs to come on board, that the country is having a lot of problems. She's seeing a problem. Why is she not saying anything? She spoke before. When they had a rally.
Are you saying here that in order to get this win, in order for the Unity Party to get this victory, they need to smoke the peace pipe with former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf?
Exactly. I'm saying that we need that because, you know what? You need an experienced person to stand by you. For example, you went out to school and you are out there, your parents down there, all of the other people, family out there, you know, who do have more respect, the people who got a family there shouting and yelling their names. They do have that support. We need her. We need her because the idea, she served as a Nobel Prize winner. She served as a Liberian president. She even established a university in Maryland County that after since 1978, that was technical college, and she elevated it to a university. And under the George Weah government, the university that had the highest support is down to nothing. Well, I got a lot of things that we can say. There are a lot of things she brought up in the government bringing down. Her staying in her position can bring a lot of things. Grandmaster, for example, Grandmaster Community College. She established it. It went
Yeah,
down. And we
yeah,
need her. We need
lots,
her.
yeah, lots of community colleges. But let's go
No,
back.
no, under the Southeastern, if you check the history, one of the Southeastern colleges gone down. One of
Okay,
the
yeah.
Southeastern.
So
So we need her.
putting the Sirleaf factor aside a bit, let's assume we're putting that aside a bit,
Okay,
and facing all factor as it is, what do you think are the chances of the both parties? Okay, so let's start with the Unity Party.
The Unity Party right now needs to communicate. And two, we need to go down to the grassroots. Everyone should talk to each person should talk to one person. It's not only about Joseph Newman Walker. It's everybody that is on the train. We should get the reason why we can lead the people. We should get the reason why Liberia needs to be transformed and Liberians need to be better people in the future. So we got to go out to the people. So if we do that, for example, there are people who voted for the Unity Party in the Southeast. They did not vote because of money. So we need to explain to them the reason. What can we do? We look at the weaknesses of somebody and make it our strength. What is our strength? What is the weakness of the government now?
Okay,
And what
so
can
let's start from there. What is the strength of the Unity Party right now?
The Unity Party, good. The Unity Party do have international contact. The Unity Party do have educational status that each person that can improve the education of people. I can bring out things that you can see that the Unity Party, from the educational status of the Unity Party, there will be a lot of things. Let's say the people from the central Liberia, the Western cluster. If you look at people from there, if you compare to the educational status from the Southeast, they are the educated people in Liberia. We need Unity Party can use that example and bring it to the layman and say we can do this to improve the educational status in the locality. And Unity Party will use the example from this year and we can do it to improve the education here. Unity Party can use the agricultural experience from Nima,
yeah, but basically, we are concerned about right now. Yes, we know there are lots of things that they can do, that there are lots of things that they should do. But what are some of the things that they have in their favor right now? The Unity Party.
They have the people. They have the masses. Go back to the masses and make them to know what you are capable of doing. Communication. We cannot sit back. Go back to the people. They're not looking for financial gains. They only want you to show to them that you can do that. Another thing, we should stop insulting one another. We should stop condemning. If you want to take the CDC party from them, stop bringing the ills of the United Party. Stop bringing all things that happened before. You were breaking down. For example, local Costa were on the air speaking negatively. Those kind of things can get people away. So people got to speak onto the negative information that is going out there from people. If you turn the negative information to positive things, you will get the people. So these are our communication is very poor. And for the CDC looking at the negative communication that's coming in to win the people that own the Liberty, the UP camp. They're picking up now. They're supporting Cluster Ward are saying that he supported Boyka and Boyka putting him down. So they play with our voice. Even on the platform, we're bringing things that is so painful. When we bring it out, we drive people away. So this the information we're putting for, we got to be very careful. We either drive people away from UP or we drive people away from the from CDC. All we need to do to speak what we need to do to uplift Liberia. That's what I think.
Thank you. Thanks a whole lot. I appreciate your point. Shirley, let's hear from you. What's your take? Welcome to the show, Mr. Josh Callum. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I see mobile wants.
Collison.
Sorry. Thanks for joining us.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Okay, so Shirley, you can make your point. Then we take mobile quickly. Mobile, I know you want to run. You go and then you come back
from my house.
Yeah. So, but just kind of mute. Mobile, just try to mute. And then Shirley, you can go ahead. The floor is yours. Shirley, I don't know what's happening here. We're not hearing you at all. You are not muted, but we're not hearing you. Can anyone hear Shirley? Am I the only person who's not hearing her?
Hey, honey.
Oh, cousin, you are not muted. We hear you you talking. I just muted you. Shirley, we're still not getting you. Shirley, what's going on?
Right now.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better. We're hearing
Okay.
you.
All right. So I have few points that will help Uncle Boyka. I think most people call him Uncle Boyka. To get on top, because like what other people mentioned here, there are a lot of people that still love Opon for some reason, and that's okay. But he needs to be really aggressive in order to win the second round. So first, he needs to analyze the first result, understand the result. What was some of the things that he was lacking, and what he needs to work on. And
Okay,
like,
Shirley, just before you go any further, again, the question is, what are the chances of the Unity Party right now as we go to a second round?
I would
From
say
your
50-50.
analysis, from your analysis of things, what are the chances of the CDC as well as we go to the second round?
So I will honestly say that CDC have a huge chance of winning. And reason being that the reason why I would say that is there's a lot of people that love CDC, and CDC do have the resources right now to be proactive to reach out to people that did not vote for them in the first round. However, in order to beat that, that's what Uncle Boyka needs to get back on the table and understand the first round result. Analyze it. What was some of the mistake? What did we do right? What we need to work on to be able to get ahead the second round? And he needs to reach out to people, like everyone said. He needs to reach out to the other parties and get their vote. And don't allow your secretary make that call. And I completely agree with everyone. You need to make the call yourself. If possible, meet with them over lunch, over dinner. Sit in their faces. Let them know that you need their vote. This is no shame in the game. Make them understand that we need to have a better Liberia.
Okay. So you think as it stands now, the chance is 50-50?
I would say yes.
For both parties.
Yes.
Okay. So what is that one area that gets that pulls the Unity Party up, and what is that one area that pulls the Unity Party down before coming to the next party?
So I would say that one area that put the Unity Party down is the lack of resources.
Okay.
And the one area that put them up is the fact that Liberians are tired.
Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about in the case of the CDC.
So in the case of the CDC, again, CDC do have resources. They do have the resources to reach out to the people in the villages. They have the resources to connect with people in places where Unity Party is not going to be able to go because they don't have that resources.
You think that's what put them up? And okay. Okay, so let's move to okay, Moba, make your point quickly. Then we'll take the last two panelists and then we'll go to the lines.
Yeah, actually, I will not stay on because I will soon be leaving. There are a lot of factors that will take the government out of power. And when we're talking about it, like political party joining, according to our sources, we got ACO, we got CPP, we got Simon Freeman. Simon Freeman we already in contact with him and he agreed to get his support. NPP agreed. CPP also on the way. And then we got Akko. Tomorrow they elected, do that press conference and endorsing the United Party. So we got a lot of advantages. And then we go to the fact that I would really make the government more in power. We get the passport issues. Our passport now in the entire West Africa is how we call it. It's not valid no more. And we go to our police brutality on peaceful citizens. Our people are not stupid. They know what is going on. They see everything day by day. Injustice. We see the posting all that the police violating the right of peaceful citizens. The three missing boys, the auditors, the the EPS guy, the drugs, and the cruise or something, and then the airport saga. Why you go look? The entire airport was leaking. The light go off. Now look at how many planes are not going in Liberia? Can anybody tell me? Not even with three. Go Seven, more than 4 different airline going. For Liberia, and not even with 3. So if you buy your plane ticket now, your plane ticket will go up because you only get 1 or 2 airline going. So all the factors, the Liberian people are resonating in those factors. They're not looking, they're watching. No opposition. And when you talk about CDC under advantage, what they get? ALP go join. How many people ALP can carry? Costa and Surrogate, that's all. How many people? They don't even 10. So that put in one side.
So what do you think are the advantages of the CDC on the other hand?
The advantages, right? Like maybe we'll talk about the financial aspect. But with all that, when our people make up their mind, you can bring $1 million, they will eat your money and vote against you. One of the reasons, one of the strategies CDC using right now is to buy a voting card and brand it. The reason to all United Party stronghold, because they realize that they will get the people the money, the people will eat and the people will not vote in power. So the only strategy they can come with, take a voting card, brand it. And that's why we're educating our people every day. Do not sell your voting card. Do not sell your voting card because they are done totally. If you look at all, look, I can say it today, I say it tomorrow. CDC had no chance. Maybe I was getting 40% chance in the whole election due to the factors that we're looking at here: the economic system, the selected justice, the auditor death, the 3 missing boards. Those things play on the people's mind to the extent that when they're laying down, they think about it. When they go into the pool, they play on it. They want to take the people from in power. Look at our economy, look at our health sector. So there are a lot of factors.
Can I ask a question to Moba? Moba,
Yeah.
you said that you said something about nothing will happen if the people make up their mind. How do you think those 43% people are going to make up their mind?
We know what happened. We know what happened. We won't got to discuss it because end of the day, people will say, "What are you cheat or you not cheat?" We know what happened. We know some bad bastards that came and was already marked, and we know that. Although we get people who send those videos and stuff, we're not go to it because we understand. But because of that today, you saw the result in Nema. District number 2, I think I know it's like or kind of PA. We won it wild margin, almost on a 5% margin. You know what? The strategy we use. They were giving people, you know what they were doing? They were giving people a paper with our stem. The old people, and when the old people go and vote, when it's stem, they say invalid. Someone A, they say invalid. All the one is a factors. And we know the strategy is your CDC play. So we come up with our own strategy that we will defeat them. Definitely will defeat them. Watch it from me. You can take it or leave it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Kelvin, you wanted to make a point quickly because we have to take it.
Just 10 seconds to what the question that my sister is asking. Let me tell you something. The number doesn't lie. 43%. That is a limitation. That is the elasticity of the CDC, the strength of the CDC, with all the irregularity that we understand that went through. They gave them 43%. That is what they reached to. Now, in the opposition camp, we get more. For the TV for both Guza Boka, who was the other one that in the opposition camp. No matter who are there, but if for us in the opposition, we have decided from the beginning to run against everyone in the opposition camp has decided to run against the government. If we dream it, it's every one of us. So what we know.
Again, another thing to consider here is that people got in the race for different reasons. There are some of those, though they are opposition guys, but they got there not primarily to unseat President George Weah, but some of those people got in the race because at the end of the day, at such a critical point, they knew that there will be a need for political conversation to be held, and that's why some of them strategically entered the race.
Let me
Yeah, Moba, you said you will not be long.
Yeah, let me just close. I mean, let me
I
just
told
close.
you
Let me just
already.
conclude.
I want to see if you want to be long.
No, finally, let me just conclude. I got a 5 more minutes.
Okay, take
Finally,
20
I
seconds
will
so we
end the
go
show
to
from
our
the
last
house.
two panelists.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
say this, right? Let me say this, right? We
Mhm.
understand what people want to make up their mind. And based on Kumi coming over, Congolo coming over,
None
and
of those
people
things
feel
you're saying, Mother, as much as we get some of this information, but none of these things you're saying are official as of,
I agree. I agree.
as much
That's why I
as we
use the
know.
word if.
None of these political parties
Listen,
have come out to
I agree.
officially make those pronouncements.
I agree. But guess what? They give us hope. For Apple, we 75% already for Apple. So we showed our other vote. So for the other people, we still talking and we know that we agree. If they agree, it's over. Because all the people still marching, they're marching on the street and campaigning. You know what happened? It sent a strong warning to President. We are higher money. The Liberian people are resolved. And you're taking from me. The election, JMB will win it. Why marching?
Thank you.
Nelson, sorry, can I ingest something? Can I ingest something quick? That can help the Liberian people?
We fast.
No, it's just a peace pact project from the FIFA. FIFA is building a multi-million-dollar project, and we Josh Weah, who is an icon from FIFA, who did win that project to come to Liberia. Do you know that the project is going to be established in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone get 100 acres of land? How can we get voters man into power and we cannot win FIFA projects that will bring development to Liberia?
Thank you.
So we need to let our people know these things that they don't know. So that's just what I want to inject.
Thanks a whole lot. Now let's take you, Mr. Colley.
I will join you from the house, bro.
Collison. Mr.
Yeah,
Collison.
no. Yeah, we'll take Colley, then we'll come to you. You will take us to the line, sir.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
I see Juma is trying to come in. He's going out and coming in. So we might just conclude with the last two panelists we have on. But go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much, Brother Nelson. I've sat patiently, listened to all the excellent points the panelists are bringing forth. They are all very good. But I think going into the second round, Ambassador Barker has already begun showing his leadership. And I want to agree with what my sister name is, Cora.
Yeah.
You know, if Barker is calling Comey, if Barker is calling Dr. Moniba, he's calling people who took part in the election. You know, I think last year, Madam Salif was celebrating her birthday, and I saw Ambassador Barker went there. You know, that was really shocking. If he can do that, now that we're going to runoff, I strongly agree with my sister. Ambassador Barker, like my brother said, have nothing to lose by calling or visiting Madam Salif. You know, that's his former boss. Your boss is always your boss. You know, of all that happened, the rumor we've been hearing, you know, what told them apart, she never supported him. Yes, God is still elevating him. That's one thing, you know, we want to highlight here. And Ambassador Barker is a man of God. If he is a man of God, he should put his trust in God, and God is going to, you know, lift him up to sitting in that executive mansion. But I agree with my sister. Ambassador Barker should, you know, reach out to Madam Salif. Madam Salif, you and I ran this country before. Today, I'll be going in second round with President Weah. I need your blessing. Whether she agree or not, that heroic step that he will take to reaching out to Madam Salif was setting on the platter that the world will see. Already, People who know or don't know, what happened between Ambassador Boakai and President Salif, a lot of people lash out at her. Why are you not supporting your vice president? But here is a man who never gave her the courage. He still, tightened his belt, pulled on his boot, and went into the struggle. Today, he is going second round with the sitting president at 43% vote, one of the highest votes ever for an opposition to carry at that level. If he take that step, like my sister has suggested, and I agree with her, it will set Ambassador Boakai at a very high position.
Okay, so a very quick one, just so we wrap up and go to the lines. Lots of our folks want to call in. What do you think are the chances of the both parties now?
Let me begin with the ruling party.
Few seconds, yeah.
The ruling party control the resources of the country. That is their greatest chance. They can use it at whatever way they want to. Like somebody talk about the buying votes. They had the same money, before what they call it, we went to the October 10th.
Yeah.
The money did not buy them the victory they were looking for. But they have that resources, and it's something we can't take away from them.
Okay, so the resources. What about
they don't have, or their downside, is their poor performance over the last 5 years. Their poor performance have denied them of everything. We talk about extrajudicial killing. When in Liberia, I worked under President Salif. I worked with Mr. Molu at the General Auditing Commission. I was serving as the training director at the General Auditing Commission. All the auditors that were killed are auditors that are trained. So to kill all of those people, and as president could not say anything, I think that he doesn't have under his belt.
Thank you.
What are the chances of the Unity Party?
Yeah.
The Liberian people have resolved to make a change. It's the greatest chance that the Unity Party have. It's the will of the people. The will of the people is what the Unity Party have under their belt. The Unity Party not only reaching out to opposition leader, but they should reach out to all the corners of Liberia. Like somebody talk about the Southeast. It's Liberia. Tomorrow, Boakai will become president of the Republic of Liberia. Reach out to the people in Granjide, Rivers,
thank you.
All of the counties over there.
Thank you, sir.
He will become the next president.
Thanks a lot. Let's hold you there. Mr. Carlson, it's over to you, and then we take. Okay.
Thank you for bringing me on, and I just want to say a few things. Earlier, I heard someone talk about how do you explain rescue. I'm going to try to give it the Webster way and try to give it the layman way. Pretty much rescue, we know, to save someone or individual from danger, something harmful. And I would say the layman way, I was watching the program where George Weah was going to dedicate something. And his convoy was approaching, and there was a young man behind the microphone. And he told another kid in the Liberian term, my man, move from over there. They're not small wrestle play playing with so. That tells you there's danger coming. You need to step aside. So the situation in Liberia is open, it's clear. Financially, security-wise, it's clear. So the term rescue, unless you feel, it depends on what side of the street you find yourself on. If you find yourself on that side of the street of comfort, you would say, well, things are acceptable, things are great for you. But if you find yourself on the other side of the street, you will understand no one has to define the word rescue for you. You would know. Now, again, the only thing CDC has in its advantage is intimidation, harassment, and fraud. Unity Party, we are people, we are party of the people. Okay, the citizens of Liberia are resolved. Money don't vote. It's the people who will vote. If money was a factor in this race. Joe Biden, let me say Joe Biden, George Weah would have won the first term, but that did not fly. We all know that. And based on the voting records, and we know what happened in the background, George Weah is done. Unless fraud at the highest peak is applied. Other than that, he's done. 4 auditors dead. 3 missing boys. Those can be any of my children. Any of my children. Precious Cooper, Odell Sherman, women getting raped. The security system is deplorable in Monrovia. You can't even stay on the street after 10 o'clock by yourself. All those factors play into why the Liberian people are tired.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Let's take you finally, Juma. You want to just weigh in your thoughts just before we go to the lines?
Yeah, thank you, Nursing, and the rest of the guys on the show. And I think we are doing well. When I'm saying we, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're live.
Okay. We are doing well, and I know that we are on the radio and also on YouTube and Facebook. So I just want to suggest this to those of us that are here propagating JMB, that it will be good that we also do our best to do some research when we coming on, or talk to some party official to get some information that when we talking, because mind you, we got a lot of people in Liberia listening to us. So what you say plays a major role. When you, I want to talk about what Dylan talked about on Spoon the last time, which is a good idea. I think if you have professional people, teachers, nurses, volunteering, they're gonna mind the vote. They're gonna be proactive because they know what they're there for. So when he talked about volunteer, he was speaking from that angle. Even those that you're gonna have people that are now teachers.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so since you want to weigh in your thoughts on that, you can just maybe do that in a very short time, because you came to church late. You carry on all the way back to the place we're coming from. We don't with that talking point.
Okay.
We're on the
Okay.
chances now.
I will leave that. I will leave that. Then there were a couple of things that were said, and I just want to say something about what Anthony was saying. Look, in politics, there are a lot of things that happen behind the scene that people don't talk about. If you say Joe Baka is not going to reach out to come, you're lying. Those guys are working overnight. There are a lot of things that are happening behind the scene that he's not going to come out to say, oh, I'm going to meet Mr. Comey today. I met this person. No. From the day Joe Baka knew that he was going to second round, there are a lot of things, even Madam Salif. I mean, there are things that are done at the backstage that can't be said in the open. So, but when we come here, I think we should be like those are. I'm speaking to those that are here to promote Baka. We should be like more talking on our end, like knocking at him. You don't because they got a whole team that are responsible for those things. So if you reach out to some of the party executive, you will get to know how far these things are happening. And I want to say, like, when you talk about the advantages of CDC and the rescue mission. I don't want to say Unity Party, because like some of us, we are not Unity Party members, but we think that CDC and Unity Party right now, Joe Baka is the best to rescue the country. So that's why you see a lot of us supporting him. So
okay.
So
can I just add a quick point?
Yeah, let's have Juma to
Okay.
learn.
Yeah,
All right.
so not to waste much of your time, I just want to stop here and I want to say thank you for the opportunity. And once again, let us also try to reach out to people or do our background stuff before we come on, to not to confuse our people a lot. Thank you.
Okay.
German, I'm not a Unity Party supporter, and I'm not here to promote Unity Party. I'm here to give analysis.
But you're not saying the fight. What you were saying was that you're saying you would never. You know,
Nancy, please help me. Bibi, the rest of the other part of the
No, he didn't say that tonight. Anthony
Yeah,
was
he
not
did not.
controversial tonight.
No.
okay, I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm sorry. I think I heard. I'm misinterpreting you. Sorry.
So let's try to do the research at the back too. When we are sitting at the back and listening, we need to pay attention and do our
Well,
work.
I just want to ask something. I just want to ask something real quick. How many of us listened to Joe Buckeye's speech yesterday? He said his government will be a government what? Inclusion. So what else? What else I want the old man to say? The Joe Buckeye I know. The Joe Buckeye I know. He's the man of honor and integrity. He keep his word. Okay. And as far as negotiation, like what my brother just said, things have happened.
Okay.
Things are happening. And again, when you're negotiating, sometimes it comes down to the same integrity. Because there are certain things you might ask me to do for me to support you. I won't stand for it.
Thank you, sir.
So we need to remember that.
Thank you, sir.
Let's
Let's go to the lines.
We this conversation with 10 seconds, right?
But let's okay, Anthony. I want you to just just jot down your points. Let's come back and do the closing. It's already 4 a.m.
Because
now.
the way these guys are proceeding, if they are the person or unity party, then they will maybe Mr. Bwaka will be like Moses who did not see the promised land.
How you know that?
Listen,
How you know that? You the boss?
Let's go to the line and
you
come
giving
back.
him the 10 commandments?
Yeah.
Are you the one giving him the 10 commandments?
Let's go to the lines and come back.
Anthony, please do not start.
I don't think so.
We're gonna go to the lines. The WhatsApp number is right on the screen, and you can call 00551101075 in case you want to make your input on the show from our local line. Let's see if we take our first call here. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Your name and where you call from.
My name is SM. I'm calling from Massachusetts. I'm a Sierra Leonean, by the way. Just a piece of advice for the opposition. I'll be following you guys. Before the election, I said it, I'm going to repeat it again. You guys in the opposition are underrated the incumbent. That's what happened. He's still doing the same thing. Anthony there said a very brilliant submission. The last time Mickey made a brilliant submission. You guys need to change the message. With all what you said, these people voted overwhelmingly for George Weah. Is even leading. Now, you people have 233,000 votes that you're going to fight for. That's the rest of the opposition that got. And now, you people should not be confident.
You said which two? Hello, sir. Which 232,000 votes you talking about?
233,406. That's the rest of the opposition vote they got. Apart of, hold on. Apart of Opon and JMB vote, the rest of the vote, the rest of the opposition got is 233,406. You can check it.
232,406.
I think it's one of the registered
Okay. Just land your thoughts quickly. Land your thoughts quickly.
Okay. So you guys need to change your message.
Okay.
The old message and the fact that these people are opposition are going to support us is not working like that. For example, Man City will never support Manchester United even when they're playing out of England. You need to go out. Everybody have his own different idea and ideology.
Thank you, sir. Let's hold you there and take another person. Hello. Hello, you're live.
Yeah, my name is Richard Gia, and I call from Minnesota, USA.
Go ahead, Richard.
I quickly want to talk about the Ellen. Yeah, I want to quickly talk about the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf factor. I kept hearing people saying the woman should reach out to Ellen. I don't think it's a smart thing to do. Ellen can be trusted. This is a woman that served Ellen 12 consecutive years as a vice president. We did not hear any confusion in the executive mansion, like we heard between Joel Howard Taylor and George Weah. That we heard a complaint of disrespect from Opon's official and other people towards Joel. It didn't happen in the case of Omen Bwaka. The Omen humbly served her respectfully for 12 years before any disrespect to her. She dishonestly went against the woman. She ignored the culture and the tradition of our country. I come from the Basa background. The Basa man will say, anybody understand the Basa listening? They say, "You get money, then you."
Okay.
It means there's a traditional value, and the person can make confusion.
Thank
but
you.
She went against the woman.
Thank you.
So the woman should trust God and the power of the Labrimpo and not my Ellen.
Thank
It doesn't
you.
need an Ellen factor.
Let's hold you there, sir, and take another person. We'll appreciate if you can make your point in maybe just 30 seconds. Hello, Eston.
How are we doing that, Nelson? Yeah, this is El.
Eston, yeah, go ahead, sir. You're live. You with us?
Sure, you've done extremely well for us, and yeah, I am with you guys. Can you hear me?
Okay, now you're live. Go ahead.
All right, this is Elston, the legend. I want to firstly thank you, Nelson, for always being a great host, and to all the panelists. I'd like to say hi to you all in the studio. Well, let me first of all premise this by saying that the Liberian people are resolved. With Mobile before he left, he said it. The people are going to vote this second round overwhelmingly, and there are all reasons why they should. This government is a complete flop. This government is a failure, and I want to admonish every Liberian to, like, each one pull one, each one grab one, and tell them, look, with the way our children's future look under this government, I see every reason why we should put them out. You can't say anymore. The country is destroyed, and somebody needs to fix it, and it has to be the honorable statesman, Ambassador Joseph Boakai, because why the people deem it necessary this time.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, Nelson, for always hosting us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Elston. Elston left the panel. Now he's backstage making his contribution. That's okay. Let's take this person here. Hello. Sorry. My word. Oh my God, I got this thing right. Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
I'm okay.
No, you are. Please mute. Okay, let me do this for you. We are in your conversation. Be careful before you talk something.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Samson Tobacco from District Number 4.
Okay, Samson, let's hear you from District 4.
Oh, Mr. Corral, thank you for all the panelists in there. As the sister said in the studio, your boss is your boss no matter what. I think what the sister has said, she has said it all. Your boss is your boss. I know you serve under somebody, and the person maybe you have been disappointed for other things. Maybe you don't want for you to reach to that level. And God are motivating you and you are reached to that level. But all you need to do, this is our father. And she too, she is our mother. Then he reached to our mother, kneel down to him and say, hey mama, I have fed my friend, I have reached so far. So for this, I'm begging you. I need your support. I need your support. And then number 2, to support me, you and I, you my son. Don't forget that whatsoever that happens between us, let's come together and try this friend to move it never.
Thank you.
Forever.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity granted me this morning, sir.
Thank you. Let's go you there and take this person. Hello. 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 From this line. Hello. Oh, the person is on the from the WhatsApp line. WhatsApp line 2. Hello. Okay, so we can continue there. We'll come back to our local lines and take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Go ahead.
I'm Jonathan S. Voter in Margivi. I want to tell you people first. The reason I use our vote for Dow is bringing us here. Our representative candidates, they feed people that were paid agents from CDC like in Dusa, where I went to replace people that were on the post. Those people were people that were supporting CDC and they made it supervisor. So this time around, it will not happen. That's one of the strategies. Number 2, the point out this point is very crucial. The PPP are all alone. The voter penetration survey has just been activated. I'm calling on all opposition to understand the CPP. First clause, the voter perception update, shows that the voter has spoken. The rescue team, the section, the sweeper.
Oh, too bad. I hope you didn't get harmonized. Hello? 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 Good morning. Yeah, morning. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Good morning to your panelists for the entire story. My name is Mohammed and kind of Junior Lesson Kole, and I speak even case number 16.
Yeah, go ahead quickly, Mohammed. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, thank you. Let me highlight on your first talking point this morning. We have to deal with the issue with our senators in the below. For me, I'm gonna deal with the senator. Besides people who want to leave they're going to leave cut off their sleep, leave their families as early as possible at the hour of 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and go and leave over there about 11 to 12 midnight with all living on time near with their family.
So you agree with the whole volunteerism thing, right? From Senator
No, to me, very honorable and everything. If you are one time, even people, more people are complaining. Someone they have to pay $10, even feed the people. Okay. It's more difficult for the party.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's show you there, Mohammed, and take this person. Hello. Sorry, let me do this quickly. Okay, hello. Go ahead now. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
So I want to say thank you so much. You are doing a great job. But I just got one recommendation to the program.
Okay.
For some of us in Liberia, we this program for me, I personally, my name is Thomas Kumen. I call from Upper Coward.
Okay.
So one person who normally don't sleep, I always follow the program. Now you would take almost 3-4 hours, and you give us just 30 seconds to make our points. I beg you, I want to recommend it be one minute at least.
Okay, thank you.
So
thank you, Thomas. Go ahead.
My talking point goes to where the first talking point, I think, when Senator Dillon made that statement. If you can play that video again, that press conference, somebody in the midst or unit partisan went to that place to ask for his $10. And when he pronounced it in the midst of everybody, Dillon said, "Okay, I will give you $10 now. You are some of the people who have been, you came here, you say voluntary, and you say, now you're asking for money. And some of you some of you are the people who are going on the rampage, saying all kinds of things. So that's why he said people should come with their own solution. It's voluntary. But tell me now, it doesn't mean actually be voluntary. Transportation at least will be given. We're looking at the Taha usually part of things.
No, Thomas, don't go yet. So you are assuming you are assuming that volunteerism, in the words of Senator Dillon, means that there will be compensation, little transportation will be given, but then he's not saying it out. So you're assuming that there will be something given. But again,
that's a strategy. That's a strategy because you and another thing you said, there will be a lot of processes before infecting that person. And that's something where it's just open statement, everybody running to it.
Okay.
For me, I serve as a supervisor in my district. Went through the scrutiny before even getting on the list.
Okay.
All right. So voluntary, in a sense, in Liberia, can say voluntary job, but state accommodation can be given.
Okay. Thank you.
So when you say voluntary, you know the Daha.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Thanks a lot. We take 4 more calls and then we wrap up. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Go ahead, sir. Your name and where you call from.
Good morning. This is Anna D. Andrew, and I call you from the office of the General Chairman, Chocolate City.
Which chairman from Chocolate City again? Which?
Steve Freeman. District 13.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear your point.
Yeah, I want to make clear to the Liberian people. We have a very critical situation that we experienced October 10th.
Okay.
People who projected these negative messages about the government that auditors were killed, rap out corruption, whole lot of negative issue about the government, yet instead, we saw how the government have massive support from the Liberian people. Right now, this second round that we are in, it is not about just sitting there and be complacent that all the opposition is opposition. We need to do more outreach. We need to get to our people. Cars don't reach. We need to make the sacrifices to tie our boots to go beyond borders.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a whole lot. We take this person. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Quickly, go ahead.
All right, thank you. My name is Tatos Lame. I'm calling from Nizo.
Okay.
You know, one of the things I would like to tell Unity Party and all the hierarchies of Unity Party is that they should not take the election lightly. On a serious note, especially the pool washers. Are they pool washers before? In the pool washers room, especially first round, there can be a lot of representatives. So for political parties can be in the room.
Yeah.
So the argument or the other can be living. For runoff, you got only two parties. The two parties, if it is a correlation, so now you can send two representatives to represent the party. And if one party send one person, like two against one right there. So in case, you know, let me tell you how the county can be. Some of the cases, the polling officers in the room can't count the votes on time. They will wait last little time, maybe around 11 to 12 to 1 o'clock when they can start. So in that process, you can't hold a man. The man got you will be getting conditions. You can't force the man. So when you start late, automatically you end late.
Thank you.
And in the mainnet, maybe around 2, 3, sleep don't have mercy. If
Okay.
one person in the party will be sleeping. Why you
Thank
sleeping
you.
now? Forget it.
Thank you.
Anything can happen when you're sleeping.
Thank you, sir.
I should not lie to you. So say Unity Party has two political parties joined. They got MDR, they got Unity Party SF. They should send two persons in a single room. Everyone should be paid.
Okay.
Should not lie.
There should be two persons in a
Anything
single
on that
room
paper
you are suggesting, and those
that come from
individuals
the
should be
room
paid.
outside, automatically a banning.
Thank
How
you,
will
sir.
Unity Party prove such a case?
Thank you, sir. Let's hold you there. Let's hold you there and squeeze in the final call here, and then we'll be out. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you just coming on now. The other one you're talking about, not there. Let's hear you, sir.
I said the president.
Please say your name, sir.
With
Please say your name and where you coming from.
Amaro calling from Krembazo County to be precise, Krembazo County, Pigana City.
Okay, go ahead.
I told you that the president, George Manawia, who is an Incumbent, and took the lead in Krembazo County. It doesn't offend the people of Krembazo County, to be precise, but it doesn't give you the credence as a sitting president this time around, the runoff election.
Are you still with us?
The rescue had taken the lead, left and bread of Grand Paso County as I speak. They are moving here and there, door to door, room to room.
Okay.
To do everything to the best of their ability.
Okay.
But if you think, for me, after the Liberty Arm, which he insulted the image of the Bassa people to say when you vote for President Gafinet, I will go against. And today, the people of Grand Bassa County is not the president. First time it happened during any regime. I can recall.
So yeah, just wrap up now because we're out of time.
Yeah, the people of Grand Bassa County went against a statement and voted President Gafinet as the next senator. You were telling
against whose statement? Yeah, no, please come again. You said the people of Grand Bassa went against whose statement?
The president's statement.
Okay.
When he came for the cabinet retreat, I voted together, call all the elders together and say, when you vote President Gafinet, it will not be good for you. And today, the people of Grand Bassa County voted his statement to tell you that he had no right against the people, the will of the Bassa people.
Thank you, sir.
And for them, President Gafinet.
Thank you. I think your point, your point is well understood. Thanks a whole lot. Thanks.
So, excuse me? Hello?
Sir?
Hello?
Yeah.
So, Joseph Boyka is the next president of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you. Thanks a whole lot. We'll have to hold you there and try to wrap it up. So I think we'll come back. I see our co-moderator Moba Zokia is backstage. Jerry, you didn't start the show. Why are you coming in at this time, Jerry? What you want to say at this point? But let's start the closing from Anthony, and then we'll just follow the queue as we do this. Anthony, let's hear you. Anthony, let's do the closing in just 1 minute, sir. So we'll be doing 1 minute each. Maybe I should set my timer. Anthony, hold on a bit because I want us to do this thing in time.
You see the guy?
No, it's not just about you. That's why I'm starting with you, and then the timer will be set for everyone. Yeah. So let me do this. Wow. Let me do this. Okay, but Anthony, go ahead. The timer is already set. You will not see it, but it's set. Go ahead.
If a person makes it to the boxing ring, they're in that ring for a reason. So never ever underestimate anyone who faces you in the boxing ring. I see this thing from the Unity Party partisan that they feel so entitled. They feel that the election is nothing. George, where somebody said, "Oh, George will not even get above the 43%." Right now, not 50+%. 1 or 2 votes above, you win the election. Period. So what do? You will do whatever it takes to go across that feeling line and become the president of the Republic of Liberia. I see another people like Moba attacking Costa. Did you see the rating of Costa when he had a video? Do not attack him. Politically speaking, he's not on the ballot, but JMB on the ballot. When you attack him, he will not attack you. You're going to attack JMB. Many people who couldn't get 1,000 views, they share Costa video, they got 10,000, 15,000 views. Why? He has his own following. Don't attack him. Do not. You only have 2 weeks or 3 weeks to campaign for this runoff. Why will you waste your energy on that side? You are here to build bridges, not to burn them.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
So my goal to you, stop the division. Stop calling other people from the Southeast and all of that stuff. Reach out, and be humble until you win this election. If not, you will stand up that hill and look at the promised land and don't enter there.
Thank you very much. Let's squeeze Ami in real quick. Let's do this, and then we'll take Juman. Ami, go ahead. You have 30 seconds to just wait in your thoughts. I know you're trying to come in, but it's been tough getting through.
Hey guys. Thank you, Nelson, for having me. I just wanted to say Anthony kind of struck a good point today. He only lost me at the end when he kind of started saying that Unity Party people feel entitled. I don't know why people always say that when someone is confident, it doesn't mean they feel entitled. You're not out. You expect people to ask and they be like, "Oh no, we're not going to win. We're going to lose it when we go in there. We already lost the election." No, you can't say that. You have to talk with confidence. It doesn't mean you're it's entitlement. But he really did strike a good point and all of that, and that's a good point. And when Miss Cora, she said about Mrs. Sully, we don't know what Mr. Barker has reached out to her and she refused. We cannot say, "Oh, he hasn't done that yet, and he needs to do it." If right now, as we speaking, from what we've been hearing, if Mrs. Sully is already helping Judge we have to win the election, how sure are we that if Barker reach out to her, she's gonna make that U-turn and be like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's all I was waiting for you to reach out to me. Let's go. Let me hold your hand up." And then no, if she already has an agenda, it's already always been there. And people saying that, "Oh, she said, if Barker ever become president, she turned to a man." How can you then want to reach out to somebody like that and think it's gonna happen? She like just going to turn around and it's something between those two. Some bad blood, whatever it is not just common as people try to make it to be like, oh, is she happy and she's trying to protect her interests or her children's interests. There's nothing that's going to bring that back out, like make her to turn back from that. So people need to start making it look like, I don't think he would have any problem. I don't think Uncle Joe would phone calling his boss. Like Mr. Cully said that he seen him to a birthday party of hers last year. Something I seen that too. I don't want to think. I don't know that for sure, but I'm just saying I don't want to think he's the problem.
Okay.
The whole thing is it have to do someone can reach out, but it has to be it's between two person.
Thank you.
For the other person to accept and the other person not to. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Amy. So Jamal, you can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nelson, for the show tonight. And those of you listening radio land, I just want to encourage you to reach out to a lot of people. This is the second round. Let's go to the villages, the cities, the counties, and see how we can encourage our people to vote for JMB, because time is not in our favor. And I also want to encourage the campaign fundraising team that they need to start to see how we can raise some funds, to see how we can support the pool washer, because it's going to play a major role in these elections. Thank you so much, Nelson.
Thanks a lot, sir. Mr. Collison, let's hear you, sir.
Well, I just want to say good night to everyone. I think that's one thing we can agree upon, everyone on this platform tonight, that George Weah needs to be replaced. I stand to be corrected. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes or maybe 2 seconds to correct me if I'm wrong. George Weah needs to be replaced. So with that said, let's go win this thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thanks a whole lot.
Yeah.
Mr. Colley, let's hear you. You are muted. Maybe I should unmute you. Okay. Thank you for unmuting. Go ahead, sir.
I'm speaking directly to the people of Lofa County. If all the counties of Liberia are running around Ambassador Boakai to making the next president, we that come from Lofa County, we should be in the forefront. So I want to ask my people in Salaye District, in Zozo District, in Vanjama District, in Kwadu Boni, in Kolahon District, Lokabe District, Hembe District, Foya District, and Vahon District. Please abandon everything you have against one another. Let's rally around Ambassador Boakai and bring the presidency to Lofa County. Thank you.
Thank you. Cindy, one time, you see, I was going to put him in backstage. You're getting ready small. Go ahead, Cindy. Let's hear you.
I'm going to end tonight. I think I was giving a talking point just based on the speaker before me. There is one Liberian, and there is a president for the Republic of Liberia. There is not a president for Lofa. There is not a president for Grangida. There is not a president for the Southeast, and there is not a president for the West region. So let's vote Mr. Boakai to become president for the Republic of Liberia. And I'm here, even though I'm from Grangida, and but I believe that Mr. Boakai will be a better leader than Mr. George Weah. I believe his idea will move us in the right direction, and I believe through his leadership that Liberia will start to make the progress that we need as a country so that our infrastructures, our healthcare system, our education system can be rebuilt in the right direction so that employment can come back to Liberia and our people can benefit from their resources. So therefore, Boakai, not because he's from the West or he's from the East or South or North, therefore Boakai because he has better ideas and better strategies to make Liberia better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Shirley, let's hear you.
Well, thank you again for the opportunity to be on here, Nelson. And I want to speak to all Liberians. I think I want to feed on Sano and also Mr. Colley that we are all Liberian. And so we want better Liberia. We want our children to have better education. We want to be able to have investors coming into our country. And in doing so, we cannot keep having the old thing, just going round and round where there is no better education, there is no good health care, there is also no way that investors are going to come into our country when our airport is just like, it's a joke. It's a joke. So in order to fix that, we need to vote number one. Vote number one, people. When you go over to go vote number one, that's the first thing you will see. So vote Boycott for better Liberia. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So we take Dr. Kelvin. Go ahead, sir. You are muted. Maybe you need to unmute.
Yeah, I was muted just now. Thank you very much, Mr. Kula and the Spoon family and all the panelists out here. I would like to first speak to the people who are in the southeastern region, to Maryland, Sano, Grand Bassa. You know that one of the building block of society building is the education factor, the healthcare. Just recently, the incoming Vice President Jeremiah Cohn spoke about contributing or donating X-ray machine, which of course were lacking over there in Maryland County. We know that there is no better healthcare over there. The last time I heard on the media that they took pregnant women in wheelbarrow to a place to have delivery. So we know that the education system over there, Ellen Johnson Salif brought the technical college that have been promoted to the university. We know that now it is not functioning that it's supposed to be. We know that there is bar road system in the whole southeastern region, which of course the current government came to power and said they were going to build a road in the southeastern region, and they lied to you. But yet instead you went and vote because of your own. We want to speak to your conscience today. We want to tell you that this current administration has failed you. Please accept the old man Bwaka. This Bwaka, when he comes in, he coming into to the new administration with a whole lot of power, a whole lot of quality that will be able to provide you the necessary service that you need. I also like to throw light on what Mr. Senator Dillon talked about, the pool washer. We want to speak to those technocrats, to please professionals, please come on board. Because you see, what our panelists were just talking about, one of the caller on this station was just talking about some seditious man washing the pool for a UP in somewhere in Firestone, and that is bad. You cannot have your enemy doing work for you. They'll do a bad job. So I would like to you as Liberians to please know that we are coming in as UP and as the new government. So let us vote number one. Vote Joseph Newman Walker. Thank you.
I see Anthony is regulating now. I saw the man showing the time. He says it's time. That Dr. Kelvin needs to. But let's hear you. So we're not coming to you yet, BB. Let's take Jerry. And then Jerry, go ahead, sir. Jerry, I know you just coming in, but as you heard, as you watched everyone, we're doing this closing for 1 minute, sir. So please go ahead.
I understand, but this is not a time for being completely combative. But let me say this to our brothers who did not make it to the runoff. This is the same Georgia you wanted to one seat. There's the same Georgia who have kept our country in reckless corruption. There's the same Georgia who will fly in private jets. There's the same Georgia who killed the auditors. Nothing has changed about him. So why maybe there are two persons in the race?
So Jerry.
Yeah.
For that auditor aspect, you take responsibility of your statement, right?
Of course, yes.
Take full responsibility. I beg you, don't let the program
Yeah, no, for me, bro. Everything I say, I take responsibility.
Full responsibility.
Until the government, can explain to us, the government will be accused until they can show that proper.
No. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. You can go ahead. I just wanted you to make that disclaimer.
I know. I can understand, Nelson. But I mean, I was just trying to say.
You were in Korea. I'm here in Liberia. Yes. So thank you.
This is the same George Weah who is creating all of the problems in our country. Nothing has changed. The George Weah you wanted to change is the same man we're talking about here. So whether you like Bouaka, it's not about liking Bouaka or hating Bouaka. It's about making sure let's rescue this country. You have a brother out there, you have a sister out there. So we should stop this, issue of, because we criticize each other. All of us we disagree with each other. I'm from the Southeast, but I'm disappointed in my people. I want to say to the people of Lofa, your son cannot be treated as an outcast in the Southeast. And then you are there glorified. People talk about ingratitude. Who demonstrated ingratitude here? The Southeasterners. I can say to you, to Bouaka, your community colleges you get in the Southeast, who put it there? Go to Tubman University. The road you are riding on from Fishtown all the way coming, who put it there? So if people wanted to, even though there were some places in River G, other places we know they cheated. So they think about coming to make it look like Weah is a good man today because Bouaka and Weah is in the race, except you don't put on the nationalistic cap. We don't want to be combative as you go. I mean, I just coming back. I didn't follow the show.
No, but you came in late, Jerry. So thank you.
How are we supposed to read that stuff?
Yes.
Anthony, stop.
Listen, Anthony is expressing his mind.
Anthony is being a distraction.
Yes. Yeah. Let me say this. Let me close with this.
But Jerry, honestly, you've exhausted the 1 minute giving you.
No, but it was a distraction. I was left with 30 seconds.
But you exhausted. Yes. Okay, so take
yeah, let me conclude. Look, the same Weah, all of us saw is the same Weah. But as you go to this process, we engage in Southeast. But let me tell our people, since the issue of introducing...
Mama is distracting us too much with your apple juice, man.
Yes. You see, the same thing that they are doing in the Southeast, since the people feel that tribalism, as a student of public sector management, understand that the issue of tribal politics is extremely dangerous. But I think once they say that they are supporting their son and doing all the stuff, let's try to prove the number games. Stand behind your son. We that are there that get good numbers there, will talk to our people. Let us go and vote for Joseph Yuma Bouaka. George Weah, nothing has changed about him. The only thing he will do is to build additional houses to suffer you more. So it's about time. If you sincerely believe that you wanted to remove Weah, then there should be no argument here. Then every one of us, including my brother Anthony, let us put all of our effort together. I don't want to go to the Costa issue.
Thank you. No, that's why you're there, because you don't even have time to go.
You are not coming. You are not coming. So why we wasting our time? But everybody will come. They say Bugu Mayor is still Bugu Mayor. Joviala still Bugu Mayor. Nothing has changed. I say you want to try and put Kosu on corrupt men now. Then we'll have different.
No, listen, Jerry. I'll mute you. You okay now? You okay? You fine?
Yeah, I just coming back.
No. I muted you already. All the other one you talking now like own.
I'm gonna do that one long time behind the stage.
What you said?
I mean, tonight. Interfere.
No. I mean, we
but I didn't want to make it look that Joey and I change. The man a pastor and I go.
I mean, I beg you, Jerry, please don't come back. Mrs. Doyen.
I just want to talk to my people from the Southeast. The reason why I'm speaking this is that if you look at the history, we've been producing leaders. There are good things that have been coming from the Southeast that never benefited the Southeast. My people, we have our son as president. But let me tell you something. Some of the good things that came from us, and we never benefited. YMCA in Liberia was established in Maryland County and went to Monrovia in 1881. And we never benefited from it. The man who established it lived in the southeast. He brought a faculty school. He wanted the first college to be here there. That college was taken from there. We sent it to Bon County. It's called the Cottington University College, the oldest college in the Sub-Sahara. My people, the reason why I say I want to support Joseph Nima Bwaka is that the experience we have had, that is not benefiting us, it's benefiting other people outside there. Then we need to use the experience. What make it they are benefiting from what that came from us. Education came from us, but we're not benefiting from the education. Okay. I want to tell you something. I'm not finished. Our son, I beg you, Nancy, please. I beg you. Okay. Yeah. Our son, you have the icon. You one of the greatest men from the FIFA. You say you want to become president for the second time in Liberia. You cannot bring the FIFA project to us, multi-million dollars project that could bring education to us, that could uplift us, that could build our roads, will promote our children to have better future. For me, we're going to our age 60, working to 160. What happened to our children who supporting you from the sports side today? Asha Jensen took that project and carried it to Sierra Leone. What stop you from bringing it to us? If you cannot bring such a project to us, can you bring a development to us when we make you second term president? 27 years, Sir is not brought president. Sir is not brought another president. 3 times, even Eddie Johnson said his grandparents came from the Southeast. It's about time that we learn from the people from the hinterland, from us. What make them to be great? What make them to be the highest educated people in Liberia? Let's learn from them. When we learn from them, we will improve ourselves from the Southeast. So I beg you, I want them to please vote for Joseph Nima Bwaka. Let's learn from those people, and then we can move forward, and Liberia can be developed. And man, you go move from there, man. You when your time business. So thank you very much.
I'm cheering you.
Vote for Joseph Nima Bwaka. We will have betterment in Liberia. Liberia educational status will grow.
Thank you.
No, I want to say something. The nurses, the doctors, the midwives, all coming from us. We are educated people. We can do it. Let's work with these people. Vote Joseph Nima Bwaka. Thank you very much.
We'll subtract the remaining 45 seconds from your time tomorrow.
So, oh no, I'm not coming home. I can't use my instrument to get my people so they can vote right. I beg you forgive me.
Don't worry, I will advocate for you. I will beg you, brother.
Thank you.
We'll talk behind the scene. Don't worry.
Let's hear you, baby. Baby, go ahead.
Tomorrow, I'm not coming with peace. I'm going no bad stage. The whole week I want to hear.
Okay. We'll see if you get it.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. I want to get BB.
Thank you. I was just gonna say, Anthony, I advocated for you today, so don't do the clock. But I'm glad you gave me 3 minutes.
I don't even put the bastage.
All right. How can I even start? My Liberian people, we all know the saying that goes, right? About how you look at the glass, right? Are you looking at the glass half full or half empty? Right, when you're looking at the glass. I know right now it's such a tough time because a lot of people went out there and vote. People want to change, right, for the opposition party to be able to win the election, right? I know there is a great feeling right now. Some people feel like my glass is half full, right? And that feeling is like disappointment, discouragement, disconnect, right? But I like that glass that we're looking at, it is refillable, right? This is our opportunity to do it right again. The second round of voting is the Liberian people opportunity to do the right thing. We have been given that opportunity. And I just want to speak to the leaders of the rescue mission right now. In order to win this election, we need collaboration. We need effective communication on what the rescue mission is. We need to be able to prioritize a two-way communication. And what do I mean by that? Being able to listen to the Liberian people. Because remember, everybody's need is different. Right? We might be advocating for the bigger problems in Liberia, like corruption and all that stuff. But some people in Liberia just need basic drinking water. So we need to prioritize two-way and effective communication to be able to listen to our people. And one of the things that we need, the rescue mission leader teams, we need to be that collaboration, we need to be able to reach out to those opposition leaders, right? Those senators, right, that just won the election, being able to collaborate with them, bring our vision together as a country. Liberia right now, we need unity. We need unity to liberty. If we want to get to that liberty, that we want that stability, that place of growth, that place of success, we need to see Liberia come together. And I think we can only do it if we come together as one.
Thank you.
Imagine seeing all of the parties together. Anthony said it earlier. Right there is just a place of peace by just looking at 6 or 7 political leaders on the same platform, same message, speaking to the Liberian people and hearing the Liberian people. As we're campaigning, remember to listen to the people. Leaders, don't just do all of the talking. Listen to the people.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, BB.
Mama, I'll close you.
But we have to go. I mean, you drink enough juices.
Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me, man. I gotta tell my people, man. Don't do that to me, man.
Okay, so just take 20 seconds.
And then, man, I call moderator, they make 20 minutes. Tell me.
Take 10 seconds to close.
Yeah, my Liberian people, you know, we hear every day. You know, my brother Anthony said it all. You know, I respect it, man. You know, from the time we made him talk one-on-one, from that time up to now, 100% respect I get it for the man. But when we go to ALP, Sonny, let's forget it. That people not get nothing. They already get our vote of CDC, so we agree. But let me talk to my Liberian people today, right? My Liberian people, we got to take the net man from over us. We all know that. George, we are damaged our country beyond repair to the extent that international community even notice what is going on in our country. I challenge any sedition or anybody on the panel tonight to tell me since George Weah took power, if I ever bring one company, I said one, that will employ over 5,000 Liberians, I will support CDC.
He can bring people, that's something he can bring.
I will support CDC. So to tell you that this government has failed our people. My people from all the 15 countries, please, the only person that can change that whole narrative is JMB. JMB will give you job. He will give you the good health setup. He'll give you the better education. The road I say biomedicine. Go where you dollar. Let the dollar go Fatan. That whole area is about right in the city. They say biomedicine. The Jaguar Library, yeah, people talking about biomedicine. Anybody like you say biomedicine. They slap on your ear. They slap on there.
Mama, okay, thank you. We'll hold you there. Thank you very much.
No. The mental game, boss. The mental rating.
People deserve better.
No, listen, Mama, listen. As much as you may have
my man, I told what day people told you will be checking people.
Mama is talking figuratively. You're not going to start
somebody. My man, I'm not a violent person, but
figuratively, bro. That's what it meant me. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
When did Jerry become an interpreter? So
no, the man make talk behind the scene. The man know.
Again, so folks, I want to say thank you. I want to say
number one, JMB and Jeremiah Kuhn. Number one, listen. Number one, for your children future. Number one, vote number one. I beg you, my Liberian people.
Thank you, Mama.
Do not sell your voting card to CDC. Do not sell your voting card. They won't bring your voting card for you to not vote. Do not sell your voting card. I submit.
Mama.
Thank you, Mama.
Whenever you are right, vote number one, do not sell your voting card. That is important. Number one, don't sell your voting card.
Please.
My brother,
Anthony, what did you just say?
I said that she gave you the respect. You gotta tell everyone I got talking about you.
Well, listen, I think we had a great show, and I want to say thanks to everyone. I see Alfred is backstage. Alfred, unfortunately, the studio is full.
The message. Tell us the man started the show. He started the show, but he said he won't come again.
Alfred, give me Alfred 30 seconds. Let me say something.
No. We're not bringing Alfred. Alfred will join the show tomorrow, but I want to say thanks to everyone here tonight for.
The fire people, you better put yourself together. Fire people.
Jerry, we're closing the show. So we want to say thanks to everyone tonight for joining us. Thank you, Jerry. Though you came very late. But one of your supporters, those of you who support the Unity Party, one of your supporters is saying that you guys should continue the message on pages. Go ahead and propagate the message even beyond the show. That's what the person is saying. So hope you take that. But we appreciate you again. Thank you, Jerry.
Like I have a meeting yesterday. I had a meeting yesterday with my people. Even though they tried to, they stole some of our votes in River G, but
that's on the time you want to take again, Jerry. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Zoen. Thank you, Dr. Kelvin. Guys, please, guys.
I'm using Facebook Live also to propagate my message to my people, let them understand how important it is.
Thank you, Dr. Kelvin. Thank you, Anthony Gay. Anthony, thanks for always being here. Mr. George Carlson, thanks for being here as well, sir.
Collison. Yes.
Oh, Collison.
Yes.
I didn't know that Collie has sing to A as well. I thought
that's the only Collison in the entire world.
Mama, your brother crying behind the scene.
Ooh.
No, I'm nursing I'm talking to. Your brother crying behind the scene.
But we are out of time.
Nursing gotta go.
Cindy, I want to say thank you for being here.
Yeah, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
BB, thanks for being here. I just buried so you can see the set, and then we. I just buried to see the set.
I beg to bid farewell. Everyone have a good night.
Thank you,
my brother.
Well, good night, everyone.
Yeah, thanks a whole lot. So, Alfred,
please.
Alfred, listen, but Alfred, we can't be doing this now. We have time for the show.
Okay.
So we should. Yeah, if you can make it to come in time, then you just make your contribution via the phone lines. You know, that will be okay. But like we're closing the show, we're far out of time now.
Okay.
Take 20 seconds quickly.
Well, thank you. Well, I just want to say thank you so much again for your tireless effort. I'm currently attending a convention here in Texas. So I already between time, so it's not giving me the time to be here to do what we really want to do to help our people. But I just want to say thank you to all of you, Nelson. This thing is not going to be a one-day thing. We're going to continue this process until we get the real leaders to bring our country to a place where we can be proud of it. I just want to say thank you to our people in Liberia. The only alternative right now is Joseph Yuma Boaka. We begging you, sir. We begging you. Your vote Joseph Yuma Boaka for a better Liberia. Think Liberia.
My man, you already late. You want to chant all your slogans.
I'll meet on the other show tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate you guys. So thanks a lot. Shirley, BB, Mobile, thanks for being here. Anthony, Alfred, Jerry.
You are giving me 5 minutes. I've been better, man.
No, thank you so much, Nelson. Drive safe home.
Yeah.
For your people, you better put yourself together. We're fighting for everybody. Try your best. Yo, you try. Let people prove to the people that will get number more than them. That you'll get number. Bon County. Papo.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan Turner with the spoon. And your boy, right at the Southern Band.